Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With the sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising, people. It is a beautiful day. Another beautiful day here. Turn Up Tuesday with the Morning Mac Show. And let's turn up. Let's get ready to turn up, people. But before we could turn up, you got to turn some pages in this here book. That's right. This is a good book. Go on and turn some pages. Get on there and look in there and see what you see. And while you turn the pages, look, let me tell you something. I pay the cost to be the boss. That's why I drink Molly Moss Sea Moss. Okay? Say it with me. I pay the cost to be the boss. That's why I drink Molly Moss Sea Moss. Say that 5 times. It's a tongue twister, I know. But if you want to get your day popping and topping right, and you a boss, you want to get the Molly Moss Sea Moss. You want to get the lemonade, or you want to get the tea. It don't matter. You want to drink the tea, drop the tea, spill the tea, Long as you get Molly Moss, sea moss tea. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. Again, one more time. I pay the cost to be the boss. I drink Molly Moss, sea moss. Okay. That's right. With Molly Moss, sea moss. That's right. For boss out here. Only bosses, baby. Big things popping, little things not stopping. Okay. Boo boo boo. So let's get on to the show. Let's get on with the show. Let's introduce my lovely, lovely, lovely producers of the show. We got Molly Moore, the City Moss boss himself, and we got Big Trey, money shaking, moving, making Trey. That's right. Because we in this piece. We in this judgment right now. That's what I'm talking about.
What's
We
up, y'all?
doing it.
What it do? Trade money, re-rate.
Ain't shit. Ain't shit. Like yesterday was fun. I didn't about to even, open that up. But I had fun with y'all. Like shit. Like I had fun with y'all. It was good to see both of y'all yesterday.
Yeah, it was good to see the game.
Yeah.
Our girl Weezy couldn't make it next time though. It's all right.
Yeah, I was talking to her about that yesterday. We're gonna do it
Yeah.
even bigger, next time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, it's Turn Up Tuesday and already in the wee hours of the morning, I'm getting news about Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up over in Atlanta, Maryland. Okay, allegedly, the full story ain't rolling in yet, but allegedly 2 people got shot, 1 person got killed at a liquor store in Prince George's County, Atlanta, Maryland. Now, I got to get all the details about that because I want to know, was they in there trying to get a drinky drink or was they trying to get in there trying to rob the place? Weigh in at 11 o'clock at night. What are you at the liquor store doing on a Monday night where you had to get bang, bang, shoot 'em up? I look, my hands go up because I don't know. I was tossing and turning trying to get these knots out of my lower back at 11 o'clock at night. I wasn't trying to stop having their back spasms and pain and shit. That's what I was doing. I was rocking and rolling, but I wasn't at no liquor store. The liquor store, that time of night. If I was at the liquor store that time of night, I would be getting some honey, uh, honey peanuts. It's the only the liquor store got the honey peanuts, and at that time of night. I'm just saying, what would y'all be doing at 11 o'clock at the liquor store? Would you be hitting the lick or trying to,
Nah, it's still early. I mean, they don't close to everything after midnight on our end almost. So it's late.
Friday, Saturday, I know.
If that
on
late,
a Monday? No.
certain stores that serve liquor or beer at a certain time, so only a few of them you can go to. So that's probably one that does it. So any alcoholic, they'd go to McDonald's if they were serving alcohol at that time. It don't matter, or they'll find somebody who's selling cups. But 11 o'clock, that's normal hours around where I'm from. You're gonna find people everywhere. But I think they just ran into each other. It don't matter if it was at Popeyes or anything, whoever he got into it with or something, that was bound to happen regardless. I don't think it's a certain place that people should get shot at, So it'd be weird. Like, dang, well, it was crazy because he was at the hospital when he got shot, or he was here, and it's like, I don't care if he was in the middle of the street. It ain't no place that's okay to get shot. Unless you playing laser tag or something, and y'all ain't got no real bullets, But only accident I can see something like that happen is at like a gun range. So most time with things like that, they purposely people in rage out here. They fighting, they killing each other. It ain't nothing new, but it's like, what are we killing each other over? What are people so mad about? That's what we need to find out. And most times it's finances. People ain't got it like they want it. So they do anything, to survive. And everybody get in that survive mode. Shit, they kill, steal, whatever it take most times, especially in the certain areas you at.
Yeah, I got some videos to share with y'all today. My topic of Turn Up Tuesday is protecting your booty hole. And the way you protect your booty hole, you watch what you put in your stomach. Now, what I'm talking about, protect your booty hole.
You didn't say shit else about that before we started.
You know, that's what I said. That's one of my topics because when y'all see the video, it's about food. It's about different culinary cuisines, divines that we may go, ain't no way. But in some places in other countries, would they eat? Would they digest? And sometimes you have you ever been around somebody who natural body odor is kind of pungent, and you're like, what the hell are they eating? You know,
people don't be washing their ass, so that's where.
I mean they could wash, but they're natural. They natural. They waste thing. Anytime somebody you be like, hey, how you doing? You be like, ooh, you know, they just have that pungent odor about them. It's what they're putting in their body. I'm learning. What you put it in your body, your stomach changes what you eat. So when you eating this off-putting stuff, or when you eating stuff and you don't know what it is and everything, it tends to flare up in your gut a different way. You know, a good girlfriend of mine was at doing a show over the weekend, right? And they had an African party downstairs, and she said that she went down there to partake of in the victuals. She said by the time she got there, all they had left was meat. Okay, she said one was chicken, and she said this other meat she couldn't recognize. She didn't identify it, right? She said she thought it might have been beef, but when she started eating it, she was like, no, this not beef, and it wasn't lamb, right? So I'm like, that limits the, you know what it was. She said it was seasoned good. She said it was a real fatty, whatever it was real fatty. She said it tastes good. She said she couldn't make it out the restaurant, out of the place, without the stomach started bubbling. She said she walked through the place, farting, trying to get to the bathroom.
Dang.
She couldn't make it home. She had a couple of pit stops at home. I mean, before she got home. So whatever she put in her body will wreak havoc. And just like, I can't snap my finger, my arm hurts. Just like that.
Damn, they sound like a laxative or something.
It went to the belly. But she couldn't. I said, well, what did you eat? She said, I don't know what it was, but it was tasty. I'm like, oh, Jordan Blow.
Yeah,
You could have been.
Might have spiked her food with a lax.
Yep.
You know, then she got it out of the common. You know, they didn't just. I was like, baby. She said her little poor booty hole was hurt. It was. She said she had to get
hot food.
Yeah.
No, she asked was it was spicy. She said no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what you ate. She said it was some African dish.
It's damn Wheezy. What up, LA?
What's up, bro?
Wheezy.
I didn't say no.
It was a couple though. They shared their story before I was looking at, and his wife's breath was humming, and he didn't know how to tell her. He just kept ignoring it. But then after a while, just would never go away. Even after she brushed her teeth, everything. They like something ain't right. So he told her, and she started to notice too. Like damn. So she went to the hospital to get it checked out. Whole time it was just gas backed up. Yeah, it been gas backed up. She don't really use the bathroom enough. She ain't been having bowel movement. Find out she was shattered, like fart and shit in front of her man, because they just really started going out for the first year. So she had to wait when he ain't around to use the bathroom and stuff. So since he around so much, she'll hold it and keep holding it. And after a while, it caused problems in her body and caused her breath to stink.
You gotta that shit come out the other way.
Yeah, it come out the other way. If it don't come out one.
They call that the sour stomach. Y'all ever had the sour stomach?
Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Who that?
One of my other little joints. One of my other little joints. That's like my sister friend.
Like I'm trying to get it right. King.
Yeah. Shit, that's my ex best friend actually. Ex's best friend.
Oh, that ain't your best friend.
No, my ex's best friend. Like I'm in there because of him, but that's my ex's best friend actually.
Hey, welcome to the show. Appreciate you for tuning in. Please like, please share. Hey, if y'all watching on YouTube, subscribe. We can get people in before we start these video clips. I know how it be. Can you wind it back? Hey, can y'all play that back? Like,
And
man,
I ain't trying to hear all that shit today. And I sent David the link myself this
are you
morning
sure?
before we started. So I ain't trying to hear all that shit. Where the link at? In your inbox. It ain't
Grand
working.
Rising,
Send another
David.
one.
Grand Rising, everybody. But
Actually,
Molly,
so I can do
you was
that.
100% right. It can get backed up, you know, with especially. I don't think people know they supposed to poop. They say 3 times a day, right after every meal you eat. You're supposed to have that 30, 45-minute window after you eat, and you're supposed to move easy.
The
Whatever
mama.
you go in, digest, and move out. And what you're moving out is the previous meal that you digested, not so much what you just ate, but what was already in there previously. That's what you know passing on out. But when it get backed up, it does cause toxins to leak in your body other way because you're just fermenting a digested stuff in your stomach, and of course that's bad. 'Cause that's waste. You holding on the bowel, and that's not good for nobody. You know, and they tell you what goes in must come out, and when you put stuff in and it don't come out, something wrong. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. You know, I'm like, whatever I eat, I got to let it get it out my body, pass through. And I found for me a cup of coffee helps me move. I haven't drunk. I don't drink coffee on the weekend. I only drink it Monday through Friday. I guess because I'm up early, and on the weekend you try to sleep in late. But oh, so over the
Still talk
weekend,
about shit.
and you know,
Mhm.
no, we're talking about food. We're talking about
Getting there.
digestion of food.
It's
But
on
the
the way.
thing
When
of
you digest it, it gotta make it.
but
Look,
it's
that's
And
turning
what
for
we
you,
up.
talk about here on this show, man. We talk about that shit,
oh,
man.
It's turning up, protecting your booty hole by what you put in your
Yeah,
stomach. That's what I'm
there
trying to
we
turn
say.
go.
up for shit.
She said you
Turn
it
up
was
for
she
shit.
right. She said you gotta eat vegetables.
Yeah.
That
Yup.
that part.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
said
exactly.
and I
Right.
know
So
what
when
you're saying.
so when my girlfriend said that she just ate the meat, she said because by the time she got there, wasn't no sides left. I said, wasn't no jollof rice, wasn't no pounded yam, wasn't no okra stew, none of that. All that stuff was gone. She said it was only the 2 meats that was left. She said that she was like, okay, I'm gonna eat the meat. She said she don't think it was the chicken. She said it's that unrecognizable fatty food that she ate. And I'm sitting there thinking like,
They
you
probably
could
know
have,
who the fuck made it. We do the same.
huh?
It sounded like Trey went out, then.
Yeah. And I think he
Shit.
froze.
Oh, he back.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
These cheap ass earphones. Sorry, y'all. I'm about to take these fucking
No,
out.
you froze too though. So
Oh,
it might have
Yeah,
been a
I don't know.
delay.
probably scream,
I don't
y'all.
know. Go ahead and play the joint though.
This is the first clip. Look like they
All right.
eating. I don't know what the hell that is. Fried red cakes, I think.
I know this
Yeah, Molly.
motherfucker ain't just fry a big ass rat on doo kitchen. I swear you can't make this shit up. These motherfuckers will eat any damn thing. And don't even worry about it. Just
Hey,
put the
Molly,
hamburger
that
meat on the
feedback.
wood and get all the splinters and
Uh,
shit in it and just throw it in that dirty ass motherfucking moose grease. Yeah, fry that shit. These motherfuckers got a diamond stomach line around this bitch. I know this motherfucker ain't just fry a big ass rat on doo kitchen. I swear you can't make this shit up. These motherfuckers will eat any damn thing. And don't even worry about it. Just put the hamburger meat on the wood and get all the splinters and shit in it and just throw it in that dirty ass motherfucking moose grease. Yeah, fry that shit. These motherfuckers got a diamond stomach line around this bitch. I know this mother.
I
I
don't be
mean,
trying to talk shit about people's food, but man, look, I'm not doing it. I don't. I'm not. If I'm traveling somewhere and that's the delicacy on and what y'all eat in that area, I'm not traveling there. Can't bring
right.
your own food on a plane. I'm not fucking with it. Sorry. Nothing against you eating rat or nothing like that, but I'm not fucking with that. That shit looks.
You know,
Gotcha.
down in Florida, down in the Everglades, they got this stuff they call newt, and it ain't nothing but a big old swamp
Right,
rat.
Josh.
And that's what it looked like. That could have been. But newts don't eat nothing but the vegetation, they say, right? But the big old swamp rat, but it looked like a rat. Some people eat possum. We know possum eat everything and dead things. So, I mean, that identified fatty meats could have been not a domestic animal, but I got a lot of feedback. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I keep hearing whenever.
It's the gain on the microphone, I think,
Mm.
or some type of some type of echo a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So and this and it looked like that was a whole big ass. I thought it was a pig at first. I said they cooking baby pigs, but then it was a rodent. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but these rodents up here, in the DMV area, ain't nothing to be played with, especially in
That old rodent.
them
Trash.
So I don't know how people catching,
I
trapping.
don't judge nobody plate, but
I don't judge nobody play, but no, thank you. Don't say me none. Don't say me none. I'm gonna eat the vegetables. I'm gonna eat. Where you say you get these greens from? Where you say? What you say? You didn't don't cook the vegetables with the meat, right? I'm more. That would definitely
actually today is a good day for real. Today's actually a good day.
And you know, there was an actual story about a lady, I think it was in Chicago or New York, who was cooking mice and got sick as hell. Her throat swelled up, her face swelled up, and she was saying, I cooked it like they said cook it. She was watching a daggone YouTube video on how to cook a rodent. And she said, I cooked.
No, the problem is cooking the rodent. It's not that you use YouTube to learn how to do something, it's the fact that you're trying to cook a rat.
Well, the problem was where she got it. She was catching it at the building. I don't think
it's a rat regardless. I don't give a fuck. But it's a rat. It's still a rat. I don't give a fuck how you
I don't think they eat free range rat. You eat the free range rat.
Free range rat. Free range rat.
The one that they farm, that they make sure that they got a good healthy diet and they growing for food consumption.
Well, they got rats that they feed like veggies and fruit and stuff only, and then they yak them.
Yeah.
I'm assuming because they do that with these crabs.
They are what you eat.
They laying crabs. These crabs, the big crabs with one arm, they call it laying crabs. And we was visiting a family in Florida, and all of these crabs. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's this? She said they do that at a certain time of year. They try to go down like to the beach or whatever. And I said, all of these crabs here. I said, why people ain't catching the eating those? She said, because they're laying crabs. They scavenge off a dead carcass. She said some people will catch them and feed them stuff like pineapple or whatever.
Yeah, change
for like 14 days. They help clean whatever. And then she said they would eat them. I'm like, oh no, thank you. I don't want to eat a crab with just one arm. Like, what you doing with your arm? It reminds me of a reformed guy out of the penitentiary. My friend came home out of the penitentiary swole, but he had one big arm, one little arm. And me being dumb, not know better, I'm like, what's wrong with your arm? Did you get bit? Did you the spidey senses tingling or whatever? Do you know what that strong arm was for? Yeah. I was like,
yeah, it was for everything.
Josh
what up, child?
Thanks for being here in the first 20 minutes.
He wasn't ambidextrous. Let's just say that he only used a strong arm, and it looked like he looked like he was deformed, like he was like serious. So arm look all swollen and one arm look all regular.
Yeah, I had a coach like that, and he was real good in basketball. They call him Uno down Bury Farms. Like, he real famous for having one arm. You look him up, and there's another kid played with one arm. He a young kid, basketball. He probably in college now. He be dunking and everything on people. But yeah, I got you.
Not playing with one arm. You got both your legs.
No, one of his joints small. One is arm.
Okay.
It's a whole arm, but it's real small, like T-Rex. arm almost small. And then the
Oh
other
no,
one
that's all. That's
real
like
big, like a motherfucker, like a football player. Like that nigga one arm big as a mud, but he utilized it. He know how to use and get around with it. But he was like that since he was small, born.
oh no, this guy got locked up, and you know we know the guy Molly. He got locked up and came out looking like that one arm crab. You know,
Yeah,
a fake
strong
yeah,
arm.
and
Broke the left arm and couldn't do much with it and got to build it back up. That's the only time I seen that when somebody had a cast on their left arm. They finally took it off. You like, damn, one arm big as shit, the other arm all.
Bro,
check them
Janky is
jokers
fucked
coming
up.
out of jail. Take out the men that do got some time, a little bit of time, and they coming out of jail. And I was just like, oh wow, that's why your one arm strong like Popeye, and the other arm look like olive oil because you was busy relieving yourself with the. I'm like, okie dokie. That's what I said. Okie dokie. But but
So what made you want? What made you bring this right up? The you said your friend and she had she ate some food and
the food
so
about
your
what we
butthole is the subject that you presenting to us right now.
Your butt, not
it's
your
the
gut,
food.
your butt.
No, not your gut, but your butt.
You gonna be bubbling up.
But she said her booty hole protect her booty hole because it was all tore up, all hurt up because she didn't watch what she put in her mouth. That makes sense on a lot of levels. Sometimes we gotta watch our mouth to protect our ass. Take it the way you want. Sometimes, but what they say, don't let your mouth write a check that your butt can't cash.
Okay.
So, and that goes in a lot of areas that's applicable too. Check. You know, in a lot of different ways. But it stands to reason.
I just think if you don't cook it right, you know, something can happen to you. You know, there's certain fish out here you can't eat unless you cook it right. You can die.
But
like I ain't risking my life. I don't care how good it is. They like if it ain't cooked right, you can die with one bite. Like what?
What type of event was it?
Oh, it was
he
a party.
Jerking off. I mean, he said he jerking off more than his dick. If his arms that big, niggas in line, they taking turns. He
jerking other motherfuckers off. Community work.
Oh my goodness.
Community work. Helping a brother out, a brother in need. Nah.
As much as he stayed in the institution, he get go home, go right back. I'm like, is you missing it? You know, like I heard another comedian say that some people come home for a vacation and then got to go right back to the prison. Got to get back to living. And that was that hard hit person.
Most of them like that shit for real. But we do the same thing with food because we know when we go to a cookout, we know who shit we not eating. We know if it's not touched like that, if it's actually left behind, everything else got fucked up. Nobody wanted to eat from that person that made it and brought it.
Yeah, or
so
somebody
we know that. Yeah, so she should have seen that. And the way African people and stuff are big on food, a lot of these cultures are really big on their food and the presentation. Everybody, eating up as much as you can, all that type of stuff. If it's left alone and look untouched, don't fuck with it. Everything else fucked up. Everything else you could have went.
She didn't say it was left alone. She said it was the only thing left was some chicken and the beef.
Yeah, the only thing left. Yeah. The only thing left is she didn't grab her plate when everybody else was grabbing a plate. That's what she didn't do.
Right. She said by the time she got down there, all the good stuff.
Now you got the bubble gut, and you mad at yourself.
And then, but you got it like instantly before you left the joint.
That worked.
And she was like, "Ooh, my."
Well, at least she hit you with a bathroom mat. Don't get hit up on the road.
She had an accident. Yeah, remember I said she had an accident because she had to make.
No, I ain't hear you say she shit on herself.
I didn't do that.
So she had to make 2 pit stops, and she said that, and when you out in public, women, we hover. She said, and that ain't no place to be having those kind of guts and stuff because you don't feel like you clean, back then. because it's hard. She said to balance and to do that and everything. So she was running home, trying to hurry up home. People kept stopping her. She was like, "Oh, let me get up out of here. I got to go. I got to go." You know. So when we put it in our stomach, sometimes, you know, it happens like that. Or sometimes we wait too long to eat, or maybe she just had an allergic reaction to something. That happened to me. I was eating something, and I wasn't eating the bad thing. It just was cross contamination, and I'm so sensitive, you know. So shoot. We got to be careful. We got another video. Did y'all see how that man was rolling up the hamburgers? He was so. I mean, sometimes I wonder. I was like, wow, when them nice fresh made patties. When they said, "Oh yeah, they make the hamburger fresh," dude was scraping off the meat, rolling it up on the counter and rolling. That is lazy. I hope the health inspector. Woo. My stomach was hurt just watching these little food compilations video. Turn up Tuesday. You turn up on the booty.
Kitchen. Well, my boy Nasheed Senior here is making some boiled goat dick. All you gotta do is walk over there with 77 rupees, and I bet you he be able to help you. First of all, he gonna pick you a goat dick up out of the bowl. Which one you like? And don't forget to put some of that goat dick broth on it too. Put the broth on it. You know how they like it. Onions on everything around this bitch. And if you feel some type of way about school putting a goat dick on your plate, they even offer solutions to where they'll slice it up for you. Go ahead and slice them up, fillet that goat penis for them. Now, food like this don't even look attractive. Like, that meat look jiggly than the motherfucker. I told you, them people over there live by any means necessary, nigga. Any means. Even if it means slicing up scrotum on your goddamn plate and giving you a little bit of dip to dip it in with a fucking tortilla. Here, take this shit. Nasheed Senior whip. Next up, we got Hiruzen Sabato, the third Hokage of the Leaf Village, come to cook your ass a motherfucking burrito with shit in the middle of it. Look at that shit. You want this shit or you want the other one? Look, he even crunched the shit up for you. See, and I don't feel no type of way about this type of food, but if you give me one of them biscuit balls, bro, let me break my own shit open, man. And then you got like 2 minutes to eat this shit before it gets soggy. What the fuck is what you just pour on my plate? Serotonin. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I please try a bowl of that mop water and potato stew? No, mop water, cockroach and potato stew. Oh, let me try some of that shit. Let me see what you're whipping out. Oh, that look like that shit Hiruzen Sabato just crunched up in my bowl on the last place I just ate at. What's that? What you said? This mop water and potato? Yeah, let me. What the? Oh, you wasn't bullshitting on the potatoes. What's that? It's cricket juice. And we make it every morning. Now, matter of fact, let me put some dead crickets on it. Yeah, you like it? Put you a popsicle stick in there. Here, you bitch, if you don't get that goddamn bowl away from me, I was just bullshitting. That's for the dude behind you. Hand it to him. Hey, Nasheed, I bet you want dig in the grease and throw one in the air. Yes, I will. And then Kandahar grabbed that bitch and took out raw. Kandahar, go, cuz. Yeah, Nasheed just got. Hey, somebody had to pay for that. You pay for that. Man, Nasheed, I ain't paying for shit. Excuse me, sir. Can I have some of that chicken? No. Get back. You just don't come over here and stick your hand in my chicken. This is my chicken. You never stick your hand in Indian man chicken. This is a fucking delicacy. You understand? I break your fucking fingers if you think I'm playing backhand or side hand, motherfucker. Matter of fact, get the fuck out of here, man. You want chicken or not? Bro, you didn't even have to jump crazy with me. All I said was I wanted a couple of pieces of chicken. You the one in this bitch cooking in the toilet. You ain't even got no shoes on. The dishes behind you dirty. Come on, bro. Let me get some chicken, man, while you in this. Did you just dig in your ass? Do you want the chicken or not, man? Man, nigga, hell no. My boy, open up the freezer so we can eat some do tortillas. Hey, now, let me tell you something. You ever seen Indian Meals on Wheels? Come down to the south side of India on the 3rd Street of Boardwalk. Here, you can catch my boy. Man, man, let me see what you got in that damn pot, man. Man, what the fuck is that? Is that gravy? My nigga got gravy and fly water shots for the low. A half a rupee a cup. I ain't gonna lie, man. If that's rice water, man, you gonna fuck around and choke. If you gotta swallow that shit, bitch, you better not stick your finger in my motherfucking cup. No, this medicine. You take it when you're stopped up, stomach hurt, hungover, sleepover, anything. Yeah, this is the perfect concoction for you. This is medicine. Man, that shit look like it's gonna give me diarrhea and get me stopped up if I drink that shit, man. How you eat the booty in the shit? I eat like this. 10, 9, 8, 7. I got it. 6. I got it. 5. I got it. 4. I got it. 3, 2, 1. Man, time up, Nasheed, man. Your ass done ran out of fucking time, bro. I started counting. Okay, fuck it then, Nasheed. Fuck it. That's how you, okay. Nasheed ain't bullshit. Now come and clip your chips. Boys, you using scissors to cut up niggas' biscuit and shit bread, bro? Well, matter of fact, just pour some of that motherfucking goat cheese on it. Yeah, pour some of that goat cheese on there. Stay tuned on do.
You know, everybody cuisine is different. I wonder, do they come here and look at American cuisine or the food that we eat over here in the United States and be like, ew. You know, my friend from Nigeria, Henry, used to turn his nose up to stuff like KFC and Popeyes. He called that junk food, like McDonald's, any fast food restaurant. He said that was junk food to them, from where they come from, you know. And that was over in Nigeria. And I used to watch him prepare his food and everything because I wanted to see what he was doing in the kitchen. And yeah, I had to look to see what he's doing. I remember he was cooking down tomatoes. I said, "Is that blood?" Because I know it looked like it was curdling, it was bubbling, and it was tomatoes. No, it was tomatoes and the habanero peppers and all that stuff. You know, ignorance is bliss. You don't know, you ask. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at what is that? What do you know? I asked so many questions, but I found out learned so many delicious new recipes that I was willing to try. Some stuff I was not willing to try. But when they come over here and they look at the way we eat, they say we eat junk, we eat garbage. And as you could clearly see in that video that I saw garbage. So different cultures, different around the world. I guess if you're not used to it, if you're used to a certain thing. And I think that certain people are used to eating a certain way where it don't affect their stomach. They become immune to certain greases or foods and stuff like that. Versus us, if we eat another cuisine, we may feel sick. You know, I guess I don't know. Have y'all ever ate some other food? You tried something new and got sick off of?
Not new. That was like no,
Not
not
like
new
that.
food. That wasn't like a different type of uh dish as far as cultural dish or something like that, and I got sick behind it. Nah, but I'm also when I was in the house before I came outside, I heard something about some donkey dicks or something in a bowl or some
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
they was
that.
eating
I
goat
don't know what the
penis.
fuck.
They eat, yeah.
So
Certain
so
foods is
so
delicacy.
I don't normally go nowhere where they got donkey dicks or goat dicks or whatever on the menu, so I don't think I'll be risking sickness more than I normally would eating somewhere or something because
Y'all remember a few months back
I had
when
a
Rodney
blast and
traveled
stuff.
to Qatar, I think it was, and he said they got
That's
the meat, the food on the corner, and he kept saying that he thought it was dog. He was like, "Cause you didn't see no dogs and cats," and he
What's
got
up, Mr.
sick.
John?
He ate the
Mhm.
food and got sick. You know, he was like up to try the culture. David Green,
Hey, what's up?
hey, when you
That's some
travel,
Not putting us on the same side because we got red on.
nah, cover y'all
You
face.
thought that was visual pleasing and shit.
when you travel, when you used to eat meat and everything, when you used to travel, did you try the food from the places that you travel when you traveled out of the states or to exotic places? Would you try those exotic cuisines or meals?
Nah, I never tried shit. My brother he used to try everything. He go everywhere. I done seen him eat some shit called mosquito eggs. When I was from about for protein,
Oh wow,
he just
okay.
tried. He tried everything one time. He don't like it. He just say, "Oh, I don't like it." If he like it, he just keep getting it. But me, nah. I need at the time. This before I was even vegan. I need American made type food. So we was in Panama. I didn't know what I was gonna eat for a second, and then we got to the hotel, the Trump Towers. They had everything like we eat here, So I've been places that I might order a steak here and then I go to a new spot and I'm like, I'm gonna order their steak, and I might get sick, or I might order know, they chicken or something that I normally get from another spot. But that's the only time. But I ain't the type that like, hey, you want to try this? And I'm like, hey, what is it? And nah, I
Just
don't
a
do
bowl
that
of
shit.
donkey dicks, nothing
Yeah,
special.
like
Something on the
brother,
menu.
he right there, he'll try that. Like anything, dick, balls, anything, he love that shit. He be like, that shit be so good to him. So he just food connoisseur. But I be looking at them places that the physique, like a lot of them people ain't obese at all. A lot of them fit. You
Nah,
know, even though that they eating all that shit, they showing for some reason they in better health than a lot of us. You know, they in better shape than a lot of us. They can walk around at 60 years old, still walking around, running and stuff. Like how you? Oh, because of my diet, and that's the food they be eating. So us, yeah, it look nasty. You know, that's because we don't know it. It ain't our culture, like you said, Reese. And the food we eat, to them don't make sense. The portions that we eat, you seen the portions of most of their food was hand filled. You know, he can hand it to you in your hand. That's a whole meal. Yeah, but here that's just a corner of your plate. You know that you can go back for seconds and thirds. So we
Yeah,
might
that's
look at their food and say it look crazy, but at the same time work for them, and it seems like it's working for them.
yeah, I
Result
ain't
wise.
mad at it. Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at
What
it.
was you about to say, David?
I agree. I agree with Molly. I'm not. I wouldn't been a good contestant on Fear Factor. You know what I mean? When they sitting there eating goat balls and stuff like that. No, no.
Fried tarantulas and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I would. Yeah, I would have been done. Now putting snakes on me and stuff like that. No, I'm your guy. But you know, what I mean, like, okay, now you got to eat this bull dick. Okay, no, no,
yeah. Oh,
so,
so donkey dicks wouldn't be on the
If
menu
they
for
season
you.
it
no,
right,
All of
no.
it. Okay. They probably fried it up and seared it all the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even gonna eat the donkey. Why would I eat his dick?
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
yeah.
Right.
but it's so
Not
and
me
not
looking like a
only
jackass. No,
donkey,
me neither.
Right, literally.
you can get weird food here. I mean, they have cuisines like y'all remember Fuddruckers? They had an
Yeah,
I used to
ostrich
fuck with
burger.
that.
They had a burger made out of. I've never tried it. I don't want it. As much as I
dick
love bird, it
Angus.
didn't appeal to me to eat an ostrich or a gnu or emu
But
or
that's
any of
different.
that.
Yeah, that shit a
But,
That's
cost.
different.
but they had
We got
they had
chemicals in our shit.
the ostrich
Our shit full
burgers
of
and
chemicals.
stuff. And also, we went to a place downtown. You know, me and Misha, we were foodies and we would try adventurous stuff. We went to this place and for cricket tacos. She said, "Look, I did not eat nothing off the menu, but the little guacamole to teach him, but that's because he made it right in front of us, the guacamole stuff."
You probably mashed
So
up some shit in there too.
Yeah,
no, they do it. They take the avocados and they do it the way I could see. I was all like this in the pot. I'm like, okay, it was clean. Then they smashed it all up and everything. Now,
People try to get all particular when they get in certain places, like they'll be wolfing shit down everywhere
I
else. That
said,
ain't
well, no, I wasn't wolfing out because she got cricket tacos.
wolfing that food down.
It was a high end restaurant right down across from Fogo de Chao, down in that area. It was in DC. I can't think of the name. It was a Latin restaurant, and they was known for their moly. First of all, I don't like moly. Ew, whatever that moly is, it look like brown. I don't know. I don't eat moly. And the crickets, and she ate the cricket tacos, and I'm sitting there watching her chew the crickets. And she came out of the taco show, and it was like full of crickets. They were dead and they were crunchy. And she closed her eyes and she bit into it and was eating it. I said, "Well, what is it?" She said, "Oh, it tastes nutty. You want some?" I'm like, "No, thank you. I'm not even hungry. It's just nice restaurant, just a nice obvious, and all of these."
Is that a leg?
I'm just looking at you. And I'm like, "Oh
Same
wow."
type of dialogue, really, Josh. It's borderline the same thing. All these bowls of dicks and bull dicks and all that shit. I heard when I was in the house. I'm in the kitchen trying to get some shit out of the kitchen. I said, "Fucking bull." It didn't say bull dicks. It said
It's so
goat dicks or something on the video. I said,
and,
Dude
and
is like
and they
slick.
chopped it up, and it didn't look like no steak to me. It was all jiggly and gelatinous. It looked like a piece of fat. That's what it looked like. And
Oh,
they
she
diced
I
it
mean,
made
up.
black people be eating down chitlins and shit like that, and don't pig feet and chitlins and all that shit, and don't
You
say
right.
nothing.
You right. And they
The
do eat
whole
hog
intestine.
balls.
You had to
They call
clear
them mountain
shit out
oysters.
of those intestines before you cook them and clean them, quote
Oh, she
unquote
said
clean.
Molly has chocolate in it. I thought you said Molly has chocolate in it. But how
No,
you
it's
Oh
say?
called
yeah, I'm
Molly.
alright.
It
I'm
was
about to say I'm
Molly.
Molly.
chocolate. Molly. Oh,
Right, Molly. All right.
I don't know about Molly chocolate. You know, he a little he look.
No,
He's a
chocolate.
I ain't.
You know, nigga
look, I
vegan.
know Molly
Uh,
is a tough piece of leather and he well put together, but I don't know about my brother's chocolate, baby. I don't mess with my brothers. No, no, no. Shoot. I don't.
shit.
No. It's Molly is
So
that
what else we talk about and hitting on today
Okay to be
besides
sure.
but that was
There you go.
that's what I was bringing my topic about. We gotta watch
Mm.
what we put in our digestive because it messes with our booties. And it comes through your skin and pores and all of that good stuff. You know, and like a lot of Italian people, you can smell the garlic. They eat a lot of garlic. People, I ain't gonna take it's the one race or whatever.
Raw
what's up,
back.
Raw? Sliding
But
back to the joint. I know you would. Thank you.
but
Let me find out. Let me find out Reese and Molly Netflixing and chill. Molly, play the next video.
Play our special video, Molly. Like, no, I'm playing.
Nah, I'm too short to reach that shelf.
Man, that shelf is up there,
That
nigga.
Hey,
motherfucker's up there.
don't say nothing about being short. You know, she was with people with no legs, so
Oh, but he put them on when he needed them.
You
What you
still
talking
can't
about?
get it to the shelf.
Not the same.
6'3".
He can rise his shit up if he wants to. That's the
Yeah, he
difference.
got some special legs. I ain't got them.
Yeah.
Metal
Equipment,
ride.
you know. Yeah, all that shit. Electronic.
get all up in that ass.
Yeah, exactly. iRobot. What's my name? iRobot.
Pharaoh must have been over there this weekend, David. He getting on Randy. David getting on Frisky and all. Okay, David, I see you.
You started off a conversation talking about donkey dicks and protecting your booty hole, and David
Yeah,
freaky
but
because
he talking about me and Molly in the favorite, and you know.
I mean, he responded to the conversation versus he presenting donkey dicks.
That
like
Molly,
you.
Molly is my little.
She's saying Molly has chocolate in it. She's saying like Molly, like Buddha, Molly, like.
No,
Nah.
Molly.
Molly is the name of the dish that she was talking about. That she
No, Molly had fish. I mean, have chocolate in it.
Yeah,
Molly
well,
is cooked with like a dark chocolate. It looks disgusting to me, but
the restaurant her and Misha was at. That's when Misha had some cookie tacos. It was Molly on the table. I ain't never seen it.
That's what the food is. And
Okay. Now I get it.
I
thought y'all was saying like there's a fish out here swimming that got chocolate in it. I was saying, what the fuck that fish?
Put the blood down. Put the blood down.
Make sure they fishing that turtles because I've been seeing it be a fish. And I've been thinking.
Well, you looked at ducks yesterday and was like turtles. I said, what the fuck? Where?
Yeah, said, look at the turtles. You like what?
Those are ducks. Those are ducks, Reese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She see the shit with them eyes. I don't know what they do.
Yeah, whoa. You need to get one of them other. You need to go back to the doctor because they got you saying the wrong.
Trying to go pet the little dog. That's Great Dane. Like, nah, Reese, that joint.
Reese, no, it's not. Whatever it is.
Y'all see that? But did you see that boat hit the Brooklyn Bridge?
Oh no!
Another one?
Yeah, it was like some people like protesting, and they came from Mexico or somewhere, and was all the way over here, but they boat ran out of power, so they couldn't steer it, and they ran right into the Brooklyn Bridge. It was like 200 people hurt. It was like 200 some people on the boat, so most of them got hurt, but they was hanging at the top where the joint collapsed at. I gotta find the video so y'all can see. I thought that shit viral.
Too much like the Bay Bridge incident where 6 or 8 people lost their lives, and that was just the workers on the bridge. But this time, the people on the boat was the one that that got hurt. Injured.
Man, people were still driving past and everything. If that bridge
Deport
would
them.
have collapsed, it'd have
Get
been
them out of
crazy.
here right now.
Wow.
Get them out of here right now.
Trey trying to get them out of
Deport
here.
them.
But
Deport them.
this is a real news story. The people that been here, they're like $1,000 fine if you get caught here and your status illegal. Like, it was a lot of people from Argentina that been here for 5 years, and they're putting fines on them, $1,000 fines for each year, something like that. And they were saying couldn't be for each year because they said 5 years.
It was a short amount of time.
$1 million a piece. If they, and they said that these are poor people and they can't afford to pay the fines. And in Texas recently, they sent a lot of people back home to Argentina. Volunteer. They gave 64 passengers got on the plane, and they gave U.S. gave them $1,000 so they could go back to their country and start anew, because these are people that fled to the U.S. because of war or for asylum, some type of protection like that. So the U.S. is giving them $1,000 and sending them back to the country.
What the hell they think they about to do?
And they got a one-way free flight. I'm like, they doing the same thing with the they did the same thing with the homeless people. California and New York was sending their homeless one flight to Hawaii and stuff like that, back to the islands. And then that's why the Hawaii's they said homeless population done quadrupled over the last few years. But let's look at this boat accident. This is interesting.
Yeah.
We have new reporting here after that deadly boat crash right into the Brooklyn Bridge. Chilling video here showing the masts of that Mexican Navy ship snapping into pieces. Nearly 300 sailors on the ship on a training mission. 2 of them were killed, several others recovering from injuries tonight, and there are many questions about how this happened. Here's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, growing questions about what caused that catastrophic ship crash into the Brooklyn Bridge, killing 2 people, injuring 19 more. Stunning videos capturing the moment of impact Saturday night. This one filmed by someone on the bridge. Late today, officials confirming there was no significant damage to the iconic bridge. The NTSB says the Mexican Navy ship carrying nearly 300 people on a training mission departed a Manhattan Pier around 8:20 Saturday night with the help of a tugboat. Sailors seen lining the towering masts. The ship reversing into the East River when it started to pick up speed.
We are going to be accessing all the different electronic data to determine at what point the vessel began accelerating.
4 minutes later, around 8:24 p.m., the crew requesting assistance from more tugboats. And roughly 45 seconds after those calls, the ship hitting the bridge. All 3 masts snapping like sticks, sailors left dangling. That tugboat appeared to try to steer the ship, called the Cuauhtémoc, south, but it kept drifting north towards the bridge. Experts pointing to videos like this, showing a possible wake, suggesting the engines were pushing it faster right into the bridge.
That indicates that there's some sort of propelling force. So it does indicate that the ship is coming astern and actually driving itself toward the Brooklyn shore and the bridge.
And David, it's still not clear if a mechanical issue played a role in this crash. The NTSB is now waiting on Mexican officials to give them permission to board this ship and interview the crew. David.
All right, Gio Benitez.
Anything.
Wow. Mechanical self-driving ships, huh? But they boarded. They was Mexican, but they boarded from the harbor. They left from New York to so all of them was here for something they was doing.
How the fuck y'all didn't know what y'all route was? I don't understand that.
Training mission or something, but yeah, they lost control. But they was up there holding hands, and I'm like, what point you get close to that damn bridge, you don't start climbing down? Like, hold on. They stood up there the whole time until they made impact. I'm like, I don't know if they trying to make a stand because they got that flash swinging in the front. I'm like, man, that mic was something else, and they trying to make it look like it's one thing, but it's another. They came over here, and they seemed like they was on sacrifice mission, but that still just let me
They
know.
was here because they said they left out of the harbor. They was here and they left out of here. They didn't come from like Mexico. They was from Mexico, but they left out of our harbors with the tugboats, taking them out and everything for a mission.
They said they try to get the boats to stir them into a certain direction. So if they was out there with boats, that wouldn't make sense. So why they was by themselves in the 4 minutes before impact, people was trying to come help them. So I don't know about that. The story just weird, but it just still let me know that water is nothing to be played with, and the tides might be changing or they too heavy. I don't know. It just always bring me back to let me know that ain't no way nobody made that trip with that many people on that boat from that far to all the way over here. With that precise, it's not possible. They can't even make a trip from what you say, just from New York to New York. That's still in Brooklyn. It ain't that far, and they can't even get the boats under control. So you telling me back then they was able to do that? But I don't know. I thought y'all probably seen it. This shit been going viral. It's other clips you can see them make an impact too. It's all over the place.
Damn. Yeah, that shit don't seem right to me. Everybody knows their flight plans. I mean, it don't open that much now, but I live right by Woodrow Wilson Bridge, as y'all know. So anytime there's ever a ship of any kind that went by, you were able to communicate with that tower or whoever, controls the type of stuff. You know your routes. You know your limitations. Just like a truck driver gonna know they ain't gonna go down that road with that small bridge because they obviously know they ain't got the clearance for it. It's the same thing with people that have boats or people that have personal boats. You know what zones you're allowed to go in. Whatever people abide by, they know where they're allowed to go. They know where the water's too low or too shallow. Like it's marked with cones, so you know like where you are and the depth of the water, all that shit. That don't make sense to me. If y'all was trying to make an impact, that was not the way to do it because y'all ain't do shit but look stupid.
Well, they said they was leaving, and the tides or whatever kept bringing them back. They said it was like the boat was driving.
But the boat
itself.
malfunctioned. The water didn't just take them. The boat malfunctioned, and it wasn't doing what it's supposed to be able to do because boats can back up.
Tides kept bringing them back, and then the boat. They said it was like driving them right into the thing, But like Molly said, why did they get down? Did they not know that they was hitting? But I'm like,
you see the bridge, it's the Brooklyn Bridge.
Accidents coming, and we bracing for it. And when you see it, you bracing for it. These people still up there like
they stood strong, but I don't know. It could have been remotely
controlled. The Brooklyn Bridge ever open?
That's what people. You just got to go under. It shouldn't be that high. You got to know the height, So they should already know they can't. But I don't think they supposed to went that direction. They lost control. But I think somebody can take control, remotely. A lot of people don't know how much technology we had today. Same thing I think about that chopper hitting that plane. Like them the only choppers that you can remotely control. So it's like you don't have to be in it to move it. So if they got that technology and them people in that boat, why is the boat moving it? Obviously somebody's controlling it. It started to speed up. All right. They got driving cars too. They got driving delivery trucks, all that. They can go 5 miles, 10 miles. They can make it speed up, slow down. So it's like, why people think people can't do this with a boat? So it's just like, man, you got to be careful. They be quick to jump on somebody else's boat and, oh yeah, we part of this, but you might just be part of something way bigger than you even know. They might just needed this to crash and to stir confusion and distraction for something else. And you just like talking your story. We was on there. We don't know what happened because in your eyes, a boat can't just do that. So you got to make sense of it. Then how can it just start speeding up, going in the wrong direction? Obviously, somebody had to do it, but they ain't gonna never know. They gonna say it was another accident, like the rest of them. Oh, it was an accident. The last joint here in our area, the motherfucker stirred and hit the damn barrel joint. It's like it stirred right to it. I'm just like, okay, they lost control, but somehow this motherfucker ghost drive the whip. Like who? They purposely crashed these joints. That's what I be thinking, But I ain't gonna say
because you ain't hit no land, you ain't hit no docks. Like that's a lot of open water. Like you got what's up, Judd? That's a lot of open water. So I don't know. That don't make sense to me.
I keep turning around till y'all figure this out. What up, dude?
All this stuff allegedly, just like you got the cars driving itself. I was in a in one of those self-driving cars. My friend had a Tesla, and it freaked me out because we was on the bridge, and I'm like, "Oh, put your hand on the." I didn't trust it. He was like, "Oh, show it off. Oh, look at this. Oh, you can do this." I'm like, Sir, I'm gonna need you to get back control. Put your hand on it because I'm like, I don't trust them senses. I don't trust them. But it's safe. It's not this, not that. I'm like, no, it ain't safe. It's technology. And we all know our computers break down on fault, malfunction. What if I'm taking a ride the time that it malfunction? No, fix that. No. If I get in an accident, I want to trust myself versus leaving it up to technology.
Right.
You know,
if it was controlled, if it was controlled to go to that bridge, that means it was a distraction. My question is, what would the distraction be?
No, they said that it was going the other way. So there was tugboats was taking it out, and they said it kept going back the other way and going faster, like something was driving it back. Did they have the shit in reverse? Did they have it in reverse? Was it in reverse? And they thought they was going forward and had the engines in reverse. I mean, because that could have happened.
I mean, if they simply couldn't shut the engine off, because every boat and like motorcycle got some type of kill switch or something on it, something that can just kill the engine. Why if it was stuck or whatever? Why? I don't know. That don't make sense.
But
Why would you not cut off the?
But what I find amazing is that, and that's the blessing. They said how many hundreds of people in there? What, 200, 300 people?
200 some people, yeah.
And only two people
died.
Killed.
Yeah.
700, yeah. It keep changing though. So at first it wasn't 2 people. So now you don't know, the count can still go up depending on the injuries these people had. Because they was falling from the top. Some of them hit the bridge.
They was hanging off. Somebody looked like Jordan hanging off the joint one arm and trying to get
they hanging off the bridge.
Trying to like for a second time, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, it seems like they purposely want things to go bad, I guess they could blame Orange Man, say, you see, this is what y'all voted for. I'm like, people be that pressed to make somebody look bad. These people lives at risk. Some people just be fucked up after saying something like that. Like people be scared to get on boats. They already scared to fly. I'm like, what's next? Like everybody think Titanic was an accident. They've been doing this shit for a long time. If you look into it, you'll find out the Titanic, that shit wasn't no accident. That was purposely done for one motherfucking person on there. They was willing to take out their whole boat just to go for one person. So that's all I be wondering, like, who was on that plane? That's the first thing I say. And you find out, oh, it was a crypto billionaire. He just started this and that. Oh, who was on that helicopter? It was a crypto billionaire. Him and his whole family. And you be like, God damn, these not accidents. They might, even when them shooters was going around shooting up people in the stores and stuff, like, who was the victims? You find out who the victims was, you be like, okay, there's not no accident. So it's each his own.
Girl said those Mexicans was tired of hearing build a wall. A little to the left, a little faster, people would be saying build a bridge. That's what they probably thought they was gonna do. Not with that little shit. Here we go, Hojo the blow. I don't know what you was talking about this time, Josh, but I know what that means.
Yeah, we know Josh. He believe anything them peoples tell him. They can tell him the aliens about to invade. He gonna believe that shit. Why would they laugh for? What they gonna laugh for?
What would they laugh for?
About our whole history, talking about
why would they want to do that?
The truth about everything. I mean, like, it's crazy. I just like what makes sense though. Like, if these people are evil, we've been good. These boats been good for years. We know how to deal with the waters. We know how the tides go and everything. Accidents like this shouldn't be happening. We've been flying planes for the last forever years. Like, we've got air traffic controllers. They good at what they do. All that. None of these things shouldn't be happening. But they purposely happening because people getting laid off. That's the reason. So you telling me when you lay off a couple of people, the people who you stay hired, they don't know how to work no more. Like, they're so mad that they willing to risk people's lives and kill people. Like, no. But people really push that narrative and say, well, if Trump ain't foul them people, you know this wouldn't have happened. No, this shouldn't happen regardless who in office or who get fired. Somebody was on the job and somebody fucked up. They deserve to be punished for it. You know, but they always come up with always a malfunction. It was always a malfunction. How can you show when they never give you the proof? That's why I say you gotta use your common sense these days. You know,
Yeah.
like you can see a 6, they tell you a 9 because they on the other side. You know, it's just like what makes sense? Why do these things constantly happen over and over? What can we do to prevent them? Nothing. We just gotta just sit back and take the ass whooping because people believe that shit like this just happened. You know, it's like they think people don't really have nothing to do with any of these things. Then when you show them the proof, they say, well, that ain't enough. Well, they ain't show you enough to show you that what they said was true. You know, it's like what proof did they ever show? They ain't got to show proof because of who they are, what platforms they have. They the one that controlled the narrative. So before anything, they the first one put out a story. This will happen. This will happen. You know, that's why I'm happy we got TikTok and Instagram because people was already posting that boat crashing before that the crash and all that. But now all them stories gone. They talking about from the news expert. That's where they was coming from. This what happened. We got to take their word for it. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's not that accidents never happen, but you know, I mean,
Exactly.
too many accidents.
That nigga just a dumbass.
Too many accidents. Just, you know what I mean?
That don't mean accidents never happen. But how many plane crashes you often seen before this year? Name them. Now you can name how many. It's too many. And more plane crashes just in this 1 year than probably the last decade. But people don't put two and two together. We supposed to be advancing as humans, but somehow we going backwards.
We crashing into that bridge. Is that what you saying? We going backwards and crash into that bridge?
Yeah, hold Joe to blow.
How many bridges been hit down? Name how many bridges done had a boat crash into it. They lost count. Just look up boats crashing into bridges, and then you'll see. Then after a while, you'll start to see this can't be a coincidence. Like not all around the same time. You know, like that's just weird.
How many boats crashed into
Like it was weird. The Cali fire, it was weird. Like y'all just cut ties where everybody with fire insurance months before. Oh no, they do shit like that. Okay, then y'all fired most of the fire department. Well, that just do shit like that. Okay, then why was all the water empty in all the fire hydrants when they were trying? Oh, they just no, they don't. Yeah, you gotta wake up. They did that shit purposely, man. And then when you try to tell people, that's why we always gonna lose because it's always other people that's too programmed. They already like, no, that ain't true, so they ain't gonna take your side. So it's just gonna be you and a few other people fighting.
Got back on the road, child.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why do it say if they was on a mission or whatever? Why is it a Navy sailboat? How come it's not a bigger military like type ship? But it wasn't. It was It said sailboat crashes. A sailboat. Sailboats is them little like boats with the sails, right, and the yacht things, right? What kind of mission you gonna be on in a yacht?
It was probably their mission. It was probably, you know what I mean, like their plans or whatever. Like,
Josh said, "What about the crash in Maryland?"
Yeah, you missed it.
Tell us about it. If it's not something that one of them mentioned, tell us about it. Because maybe somebody didn't hear.
They said a Navy sailboat. I didn't know the Navy's had sailboats. You know, I mean, because our Navy have like battleships and launchers and submarines and stuff. Our Navy have like a protector ship. But they said it was I'm listening to a Navy sailboat. That sounds just weird saying that it's on a mission on a sailboat. I ain't going on no mission in the damn sailboat. That's just
you gotta learn. You have to learn how to do everything because you're not always gonna have some of the luxuries out there. You don't know what you're gonna have to do out there. So I wouldn't just a sailboat is neither here nor there. It's just a different type of boat. It's just a boat that goes by air. Like that's all the difference is really. So everything might not be power. You don't know. You know. What you gonna have to do? They gotta do all types of
things, the engines and all.
Sailboats go by air. Sailboats take the air and use that as the force to accelerate. so they can control how much air they take in with the little, thing that hangs down, the sail, and they can control their speed with the air, the wind. But I wouldn't dismiss a
I'm gonna send
sailboat
this
as
one
suspicious.
because they got a good
But
picture of the mask. They showing the mask and
Josh said something about a crash in Maryland. Let me see what.
Yeah, you talking about the one in Baltimore, the one I was just talking about.
the
Yeah,
Bay
you see all
Bridge.
the Ocean City, like the Bay Bridge, and
Yeah,
There was a whole bridge, but the
So,
that
whole bridge.
what is
motherfucker
he?
hit that barrel, like it turned
What does he
into it.
mean? What about
The
it though?
one
I don't.
shot that it can hit to knock the whole bridge down, it aimed right at it.
And it was a
Shit
tanker.
just
It was a
happened.
big ship. It was a big boat that hit the
That shit
bridge
just
and brought
happened.
the whole bridge down. Not like this, what they saying this little Navy sailboat thingy. I'm just wondering that they was on some type of mission. Just
I mean,
wondering.
everybody's supposed to make up their own mind. It's
That
just,
boy don't make no decision. Boy, you lying, LA, because you don't research anything the other side say. You just question what we say. The people who don't believe the government, you question us and you don't question the government. So I wouldn't say you hear it out, but you don't really question the other side. You don't question if the bridge accident, it was an accident at all. You just question the people saying that it wasn't an accident, like it was purposely done. Then you question them, but I questions the other side, and then they don't get answers. The answers don't make sense. I try to piece things together for myself and start asking other
yeah, I
asking
like more
people
conversations
about.
where it's
right.
open dialogue versus like
Woo,
I
what's
feel
up,
like if I
Woo?
don't come with something
Woo!
specific, then it's different.
Said
Woo
Woo was
What's up,
woo.
Slick?
chicken on one of the videos.
Look, you finished cooking, Woo? Cause because who said somebody said that was Woo in that video. Looked like Woo in that video cooking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if they don't have sailboats, then that's a confirmation. But I don't like to speak on things that I don't know about. So I don't. I wouldn't. That's why I was like, I neither here nor there. Whether they had a sailboat or not, I don't know what types of training, what types of, But a sailboat wasn't. I wouldn't think you'd be using it. Obviously you ain't going to war, no doing nothing, with a sailboat. But having access to them, I wouldn't strike that as something that's just far fetched or something. It's just a sailboat. You know.
No, I would
That's
because
the
the
question
Navy
why I please don't
sailboat
act like you know
on
what
a
I be
sort of
thinking.
experimental mission. I'm like, what? What that
They
don't
don't
even
act like we
I know
saying,
how it
oh,
was with the the conspiracies and stuff like that. I know how the energy came off with that. Um, I ain't saying you not an open person to other things, but I think everybody has certain things that they will swear by and not want to discuss or hear. Because you know, being around for the conversation is different from uh actually like being in the conversation and allowing everybody to say what they think without it being like you stupid for thinking it. Because when that narrative comes
mm,
off, then it's like, oh well, do I even want to talk about it? Because it's not open. It's already biased. So I mean, I know about the flat Earth shit and all that shit. We was trying to just have a conversation about that. That didn't really go anywhere. But there's gonna be things people don't believe, and don't want to like consider, and that's just
yeah.
natural. A Navy stealth boat. Okay. Shout says it's probably a Navy stealth boat. Not that big thing with that with
it said
the
Navy
lights and shit on it.
sailboat. SAIL. I sent
The
the other
report says that.
video.
The article says that its
The
title was
news
Navy.
said the article, and I sent another video to our group that shows the
Uh,
sailboat. They bringing down the sails. It looked
that's
like a
what I was
pirate
looking for
ship,
too, Slicky.
sort of like that. And I was like, damn. Yep. So they got a
Mhm.
Navy
That's
sailboat
what
that
I was
looks.
looking for too, Slicky, AQ and Weezy and so I was looking for that too.
Right that time of the month.
Everybody probably crashed out eating chocolate and shit right now. It's probably just that time.
You got chocolate fish.
Chocolate fill.
Yeah.
Won't be. I don't like being called a dumbass because I don't believe that other people don't believe. I mean, when you present when the video you presented as proof and evidence to what we was even talking about as far as subject matter. That's the person started off the whole video, both all his content actually slanders anybody with a different belief. So I feel like even if you sent me information or sent us information that was talking about flat Earth and how it's not real or whatever it might be, I would rather the information be somebody literally searching for unbiased information versus like them starting off with if you believe this, you're a dumbass. It's just like when you asked David the question on the show, you was asking, you don't really believe in flat Earth, do you? You're starting the narrative that it's silly to believe it. So you already made him. David ain't gonna really speak on much. He gonna answer if you ask him a question, but he ain't really want to say nothing after you said that because he was like, "Oh damn, I'm gonna look like a dumbass if I think it might be true that flat Earth exists." So I think I don't think you close minded to everything, but certain things I feel like you would want to hear people speak on.
I see more evidence of more videos and documents, whatever, and all of a flat Earth than a globe.
Everybody do. That's why I ask people to send me evidence to prove that the round earth is real, but instead they always just send videos of trying to disprove flat earth. That's why I say people bias. They pick one side. They will try to argue that the earth not flat, but won't show no proof or arguments on how the earth round. That's all I be asking. Like people bringing proof that the earth flat, show me something that is round. People showing me evidence that this could have been a op, like 9/11 could have been a demolition. I see videos, I can put my thoughts together, but people just won't do the research on the other side. No, it was just a plane crashed into it, and okay, show me some evidence on that. Well, the news said it. I don't give a fuck what the news. I seen people interviewing that the news refused to even talk to that said it was a bomb. I see more and more, and now the evidence come out that it probably was a bomb, it was a demolition. But that'd be years later. But imagine what you got to go through. It's no different when the jab first came out. Don't take it. We don't know what's in it. Well, the government said it's safe. Joe Biden, they don't argue the other side. That's when I started to know that person, they biased. They just really already got a side. I know how that person thinks, and I ain't gotta ask. I already know. No matter what they say, they gonna always question the person who could sit as a conspiracy theorist. So I ain't gotta anything we bring up. They gonna say show proof, do this and do that. But when they do it on the other side, they don't ask for proof. They just take it as is. That is fact. This is what
about.
This is how the earth really works. Gravity is real. They don't question it. They don't question it at all. But if people question it, they be like, hold up, this ain't real. Hold up, it's a theory. Okay, what do theory mean? Mean it ain't fact. Oh, so this not fact. Oh, then you start to understand. But people don't care to research. They just care to question anything people got to say that's opposite of what they already programmed to think.
Shao had asked a question before we move on to our other shit. Shao had asked a question I want to answer. Can you pull a comment up on the screen?
Let me see.
There's one of the latest ones from Chow.
This one.
No, about the whether it's flat or not, because it's not even the subject of what. Yeah, it's not even the subject of whether the Earth is flat or not. It's the ability to have open conversation without being biased. So whether I believe that, even if you said I think gay niggas go to hell, okay, that's not gonna bother me if you say it or if you talk about it. I'm willing to hear you, whether I believe you or not, whether I stand by that or not. I'm not going to be bothered, and I'm as an adult, I can have a conversation with you about it or hear you. I might think everything you're saying is crazy or ignorant or whatever it may be, but you're welcome to say whatever, and I can sit here and actually go back and forth with you in conversation to talk about it. It's not whether the Earth is flat or not. It's the fact that people aren't willing to consider something they think they knew. Like just hear it, talk about it without slander, without saying, "Oh, you're a dumbass," "Oh, you don't believe in that, do you?" Those things don't open conversation. Y'all comedians, so y'all know about making jokes and talking to people and talking to the public and all that. Okay. So you're gonna get a heckler sometimes, right? Y'all talk about hecklers a lot, right? Okay. So the average person you want to be at your shows is somebody that's open to hear your jokes, whether they find them funny or not. You want them to be somebody that's gonna clap and bring what they're supposed to bring to the atmosphere. It's the same thing with the conversation. It's just openness to be able to talk about it. It's not and this is not an argument. Like I feel the tension getting a little thicker, and it's not. I just want the willingness to be able to talk about something without starting off with a certain tone when you get at it. That's all that really needs to be to me. All I asked was to explain lunar eclipse. They already sent flat earthers to prove the Earth is a sphere when they went to Antarctica. But you say these things based off of the the people that the
Now here's
information you got it from, but you still at the same time won't consider the outside. So when we mention things that you mentioned, like Antarctica, we tell you about how half of Antarctica you would get murdered if you try to go beyond a certain part outside of tours, how these areas are restricted. Um, it's just like, oh no, it's not. They go on tours. Okay, but there's there's information out there that says,
yeah, just
and
to
you can read it and look
disprove
it up that
that.
shows you, yeah, but it's not.
It's
It's
just to
like I said, it's still
disprove flat Earth. There's no proof that the Earth is round. That's what we asking about. How do it work on a round Earth? How's the moon and the sun outside the same time in the same area? They can't answer that, so they always send you. Well, you know, some scientists that already brainwashed me and programmed me. They done made a video to prove that flat Earth is fake. Like we don't want to hear that. I want to hear your
He said it
research.
don't matter. We in the edge.
Yeah, we in here. We stuck in this joint. But every book that people read and believe in tell us that we're in the firmament. We're in the dome. You know, so it's just like, but they telling us the same people that don't believe in God and believe that when you die, you just died. They the one came up with the Big Bang, and they telling you that we live on a ball. But it's nothing to prove it. And that holds in and support it is that gravity, and gravity is made up. It's a theory, and you can look that up. But it's like when you try to open people's eyes to that, they fight against it because this sounds crazy. No, the Earth was considered flat before it was round. Round Earth is a new thing. What are we talking about? Like anytime you go back to Egypt history, that's what it said. Well, it started with the Egypt text. Well, back in them days, they thought the Earth was flat. That's why it's a compass in your hand. It's a lot of things people just don't care. Like aliens didn't exist, but now the news telling you, oh, aliens are real. UFOs everywhere. Well, what happened to all the people who were sent to St. Needs and all these nut houses and put on medication?
The point in the last comment, he said, I'm done talking about believe what you want. The point is to believe what you want. That's the point. To believe what you want. But the conversation with but the willingness to disprove somebody versus showing on your side of the fence why you feel the way you feel, it seems like people have to jump on the other side of things to disprove it versus having something to present that says otherwise. Because you can't like we can't be vigilant about the white man and the laws and the new regulations that's coming into play and all this might happen and then to fight somebody with the same information that you get from those same people, like the Bible. Honestly, the Bible, slavery,
I
and
love
everybody
it.
all of that, but won't look at what they was into before Christianity came upon people of color in America. Before they had that, before they were speaking this English language and all of that, it's like we don't consider everything. We only want to talk about what feels comfortable, but we don't talk about what we don't like. It's your right, and it's the open motive and motivation for everybody to believe what they want, but it's open dialogue. So that's all it's really supposed to be. So believe what you want because that's the goal, but considering something else is the bigger goal. How y'all get here?
It's
What's
another
the difference in my
same
opinion?
video.
I mean, it doesn't have to make a difference. That could
Well,
be any subject.
we got here about the sailboat hitting the bridge.
Still
That's
conspiracies and still things that people don't know about. People consuming things that they see on the news and taking it for face value versus people that have a difference in opinion. That's why we got into this subject. All of this is right on subject, actually. So that's how we got here. You were watching the whole time, Slicky. You know how the conversation went. But we can move on to this.
I don't know. Recent, it's the same news clip. Or it's saying that it's a sailboat, a
no,
Mexican,
I
a
was just
Mexican Navy sailboat.
and they show it up close and show what it looked like and everything. And I'm like, why would they be doing an experiment on that?
Now to the NTSB investigation into the crash of the Mexican Navy sailboat into the Brooklyn Bridge that killed 2 people.
Michael Strahan.
Stephanie Ramos is at the bridge with the latest. Good morning, Stephanie.
Michael, good morning. You can see the ship is still docked here on the east
Stay
side.
back, Molly.
Majority of the crew has returned to Mexico while the essential crew is still here, staying on the ship as authorities investigate what caused it to crash.
How they staying on the crash ship?
The NTSB is on the hunt for answers as to what caused that Mexican Navy tall ship to slam into the Brooklyn Bridge Saturday night, killing 2 sailors.
That's cool, Josh. Neither here nor there.
It hasn't yet access to the ship or its engine data, both crucial in its investigation.
We are working with our counterparts in the Mexican government to gain
Southbound says it's a boat they do shows
hopefully
on.
with some of the crew members to be able to interview them.
The 297-foot-long Cuauhtémoc pulled out of a Manhattan dock with the help of a tugboat around 8:20 p.m., bound for Iceland with 277 on board. The ship reversing into the East River when it started to pick up speed. But just minutes later, at 8:24, a call for help went out. 45 seconds later, the collision.
Yeah, it was too tall. But they should have knew that. They should have
Crew
knew it was
members
too
were
tall.
seen hanging from the mast. NYPD arrived on the scene within 5 minutes.
Even if this ship had dropped an anchor, the anchor and the anchor chain would not have enough time to catch hold to prevent this vessel from going into the bridge.
19 people were injured. Mexican officials identifying the 2 sailors killed, America Yamilet Sanchez and Adal Jair Marcos.
As for the Brooklyn Bridge, the New York City Department of Transportation's inspection shows it is structurally sound. The NTSB has not confirmed whether the ship lost power. They still need to gain access to the engine and to interview the main crew. A preliminary report could take about a month, but the final report that determines the probable cause of the accident, that could take a year to 2 years, George.
Okay, Stephanie.
So yeah, 2 years later, they'll let you know what happened. 2 years. So now I understand it was a mission. They was going to Iceland. They was leaving out of New York, going to Iceland. 277 people on board. 2 got killed. Only 19 was injured. But they let 40 of them go back to Mexico, where the other people remain here with the ship on the boat. But the boat crashed up. How they gonna remain on the boat that's crashed up? Is it another boat they on?
The 2 killed was the pilots. How many pilots?
On the boat, captains.
Yeah.
It was 277 people on board. 2 got killed, 19 injured.
Up there on sales and shit.
40. This sounds like a math question. 40 went back to Mexico, and over 200 is still here. They staying with the ship. What's on that ship? What's on? Why they stay? Because if my ship crashed, I'll be docking somewhere. I'll be like, oh, that's it. I ain't getting back on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only 2 that died was the pilots.
They didn't say they didn't say no pilots.
No.
They did.
They didn't say that.
They just said 2 people died. They ain't say what was their profession.
Like what they roles and what they did or not.
Yeah, when they showed, you go back to the video. They had the woman. They showed the picture of the woman and the picture. What's going on?
Yeah, but they didn't. Yeah, but I didn't. It was a title on it. I didn't see a title under the name. I just said the person read their name out.
They said the only 2 was the only two that died was the pilots. Well, no,
and then
this shit right here is where conspiracies come from, because we all know logically, it doesn't take 2 years to figure this shit out. That's where conspiracies come from in the first. That's why people question the other side, because, and I'm not going back on that flat earth shit. I'm past that. But this is what people are considered to be conspiracy theorists. Well, why is it taking so long? You guys must be doing something. Nah, you conspiracy theorists, because you're not following the shit. It don't take 2 years. So they're going to tell us 2 years later, in 27, that it's, oh, we figured it out. Nah, bruh. It's 2025. It's too much technology to be, by the end of the week, you should be telling me what happened.
And that's what I'm getting at. Earlier we said that the boat was controlled or something like that. No, so if the 2 pilots, which I heard, they said the woman and the man or whatever, no, they were the pilots. If they died, that means there was no control of the boat, which means there had been another force of other ways of the boat being controlled into the bridge.
Mhm. Well, I don't know. I don't want to
Nah,
talk too many
I ain't hear that. That's how
I didn't hear the pilot
30s get
part.
put. I ain't hear that. That
And
you one
it
out
would
of
be a
4 people
captain
wouldn't
anyway.
heard that.
It would be a
Captains, they don't
captain
even call them
anyway.
pilots. What the hell
Pilots
they
are for the
heard?
air. Pilots are for the
Yeah.
air.
It
Captains
was
are
just
for
two people
I mean,
that was part of it. They wasn't, that little girl wasn't driving that boat.
on purpose. Remember that. Don't start no conspiracies, Slicky. Talking about they did it on purpose. Nah,
I'm gonna try to hit it again, Dave. I'm trying to
don't
pull
do
it
that.
back up.
But Marty
I don't
said
want
he
you to do
gonna
that.
play it again.
I ain't hear it, Dave.
I ain't see no title under their name and shit. I just heard the Marina Colonna Gonzalez and
None of
the other dude. I ain't hear shit. I
Before,
ain't see no
before
title.
they said, not
He
even
gonna
a
pull
minute.
it. He gonna pull it.
Oh, okay. All right, and if you wrong,
Crash of the Mexican Navy sailboat
Yeah,
into the Brooklyn Bridge that killed 2.
I'm gonna put it on screen. Unless somebody else heard it in the comments. Y'all hear?
I ain't hear shit about the titles.
But let's watch it
I
again.
ain't
I
hear
mean, it
that.
could be an interesting look. That means he's paying attention. And how did we miss that?
That
I know how
might
I
mean
missed.
something totally different.
Right.
Yeah, if they did that, that's a whole nother
I'm making
scenario.
my
That like
screen
shit
big so I
travel.
don't
Like
miss the title. Everybody said, Sharice got her face all up in there because I got to make it sure it's big.
Make sure it's big. Okay.
But I mean, so the screen big.
Okay. Oh, sure. Whatever. It doesn't. Whatever. It's fine.
So I want to see the names too.
Show the blood.
Oh, show the blood.
If you look closer, you can see them fall from the top of the sails. One was just a cadet. Okay. What is a cadet? Like I know like where people, what realms were
Like
falling
a
in,
private,
but
like just getting
well,
out
that's
of
what I'm
school.
asking.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking Josh because he was mentioning it. But a cadet, you know, how you have a captain, you have a cadet, you have different like roles. I don't know what that is. Just like I know a pilot is for the air and a captain is
Cadet just
of the boat.
graduated.
I don't know what a cadet, like what position or how high in ranking you would be as a cadet. I don't know if
You
that's low
low.
end.
But cadets are low. They're the beginning.
Don't they got like petty officers and shit like that in the beginning and shit?
No, the petticoat officer is like a crew chief leader.
Oh,
Would
okay.
be like that. A cadet is just you're a cadet.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like the word private.
I'll look it up.
Good morning, Stephanie.
See, look at that. Oh, there. Look at Michael.
Michael, good morning. You can see the ship is still docked here on the east side of Manhattan. A majority of the crew has returned to Mexico while the essential crew is still here, staying on the ship as authorities investigate what caused it to crash.
This morning, the NTSB is on the hunt for answers as to what caused that Mexican Navy tall ship to slam into the Brooklyn Bridge Saturday night, killing 2 sailors. The agency says it hasn't yet access to the ship or its engine data, both crucial in its investigation.
We are working with our counterparts in the Mexican government to gain access to the ship and hopefully with some of the crew members to be able to interview them.
The 297-foot-long Cuauhtémoc pulled out of a Manhattan dock with the help of a tugboat around 8:20 p.m., bound for Iceland with 277 on board. The ship reversing into the East River when it started to pick up speed. But just minutes later, at 8:24, a call for help went out. 45 seconds later, the collision.
We have about at least a dozen people injured on our vessel.
Crew members were seen hanging from the mast. NYPD arrived on the scene within 5 minutes.
Even if this ship had dropped an anchor, the anchor and the
Was he
anchor
hanging by
chain
his
would
neck?
not have enough time to catch hold to prevent this vessel from going into the bridge.
19 people were injured.
he
Mexican
was hanging
officials
by his neck.
identifying the 2 sailors killed, America Yamilet Sanchez and Adal Jair Marcos.
Those are just
I knew they ain't say shit about they motherfucking. See, they ain't
The
say
2
shit.
sailors killed, America Yamilet Sanchez and Adal Jair.
going into the bridge.
19 people were injured. Mexican officials identifying the 2 sailors killed, America Yamilet Sanchez and Adal.
Oh, well, now we know how rumors get started. We mishear stuff.
Misinformation. That's why we try to talk about it, so we can be clear and people can compare notes. Because if we would have left it to David to give up the report, she would have been the captain and he would have been the fucking crew chief leader of KFC and shit.
And 2 just sellers. They ain't nothing.
Look, we should have bet you, David. We should have betted you.
Oh, Navy cadets. Oh, which I realized too is it just says a young trainee, or someone a part of the police force, like a young trainee at the beginning. That's all the definition of cadet was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trainees. Yeah,
They just coming out of the academy.
that's in the army. Oh, okay. That's what I was asking too, because you don't know what applies to what realm of military. And David was calling the people on the boats pilots, and so all this misinformation. I'm trying to just get this straight.
No, I didn't mean.
You said too. Ain't say shit about what they was. They could have been.
I didn't mean pilots.
Bye. Bye.
We kept saying pilots, David. They was like, yeah, there was 2 pilots. The 2 pilots.
Yeah, on the ground.
The sailors.
What the fuck was they doing on the boat? They should have been in the air.
They should have been in the air somewhere. Nah, they was on the way, and then they was gonna get.
Now, the Navy does have pilots to fly the fighter jets.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but a pilot is in the air. A pilot was never on the ground.
Boat crash.
Pilot always meant a flight operator.
You got niggas at the wrong position. Yeah, you go fly the plane, you go ride the boat. That ain't my position, though. I'm the pilot. Man, go ride the boat.
Go drive that shit. I got you. I trust you. Nah.
Yeah, we got 2 years. They let us know something. Man.
You haven't said the word pilot in the whole news story. Ain't say shit about nothing. Like, I'm looking like, damn, I missed that. I got earbuds in. I'm like, how the fuck I missed it? And we ain't see shit about that. Man,
that changed the whole narrative. It's like, hold on, man.
Hell nah. Now I'm thinking it's a hit out on somebody because y'all specific people that they named or like that y'all can probably see misinformation. That's why we talk about it here.
In front of it, we said we couldn't even throw an anchor down in time because even if we did, we wouldn't have had time to da 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 da. I'm like, okay.
But
the mapping though, the mapping is still. Oh,
so I'm thinking that they probably had it geared up in reverse because they wasn't able to get into the control rooms, and they said the ship started going in reverse.
Well, what control room don't you have access to in case of an emergency? I'm thinking cruise ships. I'm thinking all of that.
But the Mexican people ain't letting the U.S. get. The U.S. is like, wait a minute, let me come aboard. Let's see what's going on. They're like, oh no, you can't come aboard our ship. No. So they got to gain access to that control room. So
why weren't they rolling around their own body of water if it's all that?
They was on a mission to go to Greenland. Whatever the mission was in Greenland. I mean, Iceland.
You needed to go through here and back to Brooklyn Bridge to do that. Like they wasn't another way to.
That's where they left from our ports. They left from the route.
They wasn't supposed to go towards the bridge. So I don't want people thinking like they was going there and for some reason mismatched it. No, it went reverse and started going in the direction they ain't want to go. And they happened to go towards the bridge and they couldn't stop it in time. That's why dude talking about we ain't had time to slow it down and we ain't had time to throw an anchor even because people gonna ask them questions like once it start going in reverse, why you ain't just anchor it?
They had a Homer Simpson in the control room eating donuts and coffee, and that nigga done hit the reverse button. Click, click. Oh shit! Everything go. Oh, we going.
Oh, Joe the blow.
Oh, you spoke coffee on the controls. Shit. Short circuit.
Don't you smoke crack?
If you want to think of a conspiracy, I mean, I'm throwing a good story out there, a good narrative.
Yeah, all of my
Order controls was in English, and they don't know. What do they say when you say something in English? Me don't know English. What do they say?
No habla español.
on their own.
Yeah.
No hablo español, yeah.
They was running for the border. You quiero Taco Bell.
No, me speaking no English.
But what people don't know is that technology is real serious. Like we know it on a lower scale. Like you go to 7-Eleven, we know to watch the little scanners. People can get beside you and hack into your phone. People can hack into your Instagram. Which I don't understand. They ain't gotta have American equipment. Most time when they do have equipment, that's our old shit. But we can hack into people's stuff. We can hack into their system. We ain't gotta get yeah, we can hack into it and make it go in reverse. We can do a lot of weird things, you know. So it is like I just don't trust. Imagine you driving your car and then that joint just start going in reverse.
See,
and then you can't stop it.
Questions. They should be asking, what was the experiment? What was they going to do? And what's on that ship? That's what they should be asking.
That's too big. It don't matter what the mission is. They could have been going to a motherfucking Macarena party if they wanted to.
No, it matters because that would let you know why would somebody want to try to hack it and do something to it, because there could have been something on that ship. We don't know what that mission was. They was going to do an experiment to Greenland.
I want to know how do a boat just randomly start going in reverse and then at a high speed, you know, and picking up in reverse.
That's it.
I don't care about what. I don't care about no.
They gonna say gravitation pull. They gonna say something. You know, it's like, come on now. We supposed to be on the ball anyway. It shouldn't be no gravitation.
And you got tugboats pulling you out.
Everybody know. Like,
that's what the tugboats is for, to pull you that way. You done passed all of that and everything on. They said it was like.
Why wasn't the engine shut off?
We don't know if the engine was shut off or not. They couldn't get it.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Why did they ain't get the fuck down? That's the part that blowing me. Like they could saying they say they made calls 4 minutes later, did it. All right, but them people at top, once y'all know y'all lost control, get down. Hey, get down. We ain't got control.
You see it's still moving. You see it's still moving to the bridge.
Yeah, they stood there strong and until they hit the bridge. It's like I wanted to see people jumping down before they got to the bridge. Like, oh shit, it's coming. No, they stood there like they was trying to make a stance for something. You know, I was like, dog, yes, that's suicide. You see you running right into the bridge. Let go of my hand. I'd have been jumped off that joint. I'd have jumped into the water or something, but they went hard. Them people at the top, it's just like, I don't know if they some type of sacrifice or not, but they looked like crosses. They had their arms out and they were straight up.
It looked like somebody was hanging by their fucking neck when I looked. It was one dude that was solo on the left side. It looked like the rope was around his neck. Like I don't know. But like the rope was around his neck in the video. Yeah. I'm gonna get it out of
after the impact. Before, after the impact.
After.
Before.
Okay.
No, it was before.
Oh, it was before.
I seen when I ain't taking nothing funny.
One of them frames was one of them frames was on like the left side of the boat, and it just was focusing just on the sail part, like the pillar part. Yeah. And it looked like maybe like like he was trying to hold on to something or a rope. It just looked like he was dangling by his neck.
They said some was hanging on the junk, but it wasn't saying, you know what I mean, like literally hanging.
I thought they meant hanging like holding. Yeah, I thought they meant hanging.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But nah, like Molly said, why would you not get down? I don't need nobody at my job to be like, oh guys, we have an issue with the boat and it's going. If I'm 3 miles out and I see we heading towards land, and I know as a crew person, I'm supposed to know, I feel like all of what we're doing, because if you was up there, for instance, to control the sails or maintain the sails, you're supposed to know about all that stuff. You know, you're supposed to know you will know the destination. Certain things should alert you to let you know, hey, we're not supposed to be going into the city. We're going out to Greenland. We're supposed to be in the water. We're supposed to be in more open water. We're heading towards the city. Something ain't right. Talk about probably not paying attention, looking at the horizon and shit. And shit, but that don't make sense. That's where conspiracies come from, because certain shit just don't come together. Good afternoon, beautiful people. We was looking for your ass. Where the fuck was you at? What the fuck was your antennas?
Okay. Molly, you got another video? That was That was
AQ.
What's up?
That was interesting. Certain,
Man.
you know, that remind me of Lemony Snickers, that catalog of most unfortunate incidents. Y'all remember that Lemony Snickers? Jim Carrey was in it.
Sorry.
It was a children's thing. A bunch of accidents, a bunch of coincidental things. Lemony Snickers. I had to go back and watch that. That was good. That was good.
Oh, I see. I got a mention. What to say? Oh, all right,
So-
all right. What's up? I see you.
We have another
Good
clip,
morning.
y'all.
Yeah, give me a second.
Molly, keep your eye on. What's Licky said? Molly, keep your eye on. Ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
keep your eye on them. And this thing, ain't got no women.
Licky. Look,
Okay,
look.
let me get okay. So it was 200. It was like 200 some regular people on the trip.
277 people on the
and
boat.
only
I'm trying to do no quick math.
Only two. I mean,
Yes, only 2 fatalities. 19
and they were
injured, 2 fatalities.
and they were trained. They were trained cadets.
No, not all of them was cadet. There's some of them were sellers. There was sellers. These were seasoned people. Cadets, you know, cadets just
That makes
getting
it
out
worse.
of cadets is just graduating from the
I
academy.
would rather them say they were. Yeah, I would rather them say that they were cadets. If you telling me that if you think they
They
seasoned,
ain't gonna let a cadet, a man that stuff like that.
I didn't say man that, but well, if you saying that they was professionals or whatever, that makes it worse.
Mhm.
But
So the regular people survived, and the professionals are the ones that
There was no. There was all
All
Navy.
they
There
ass was
all-
cadets
It
and
was
stuff.
Mexican Navy. All of them were sellers. It was in the Navy.
Mm-hmm. So I used that. Watch it with my father. Remember conspiracy theory has theory in it. Yeah, but they ain't the ones who came up with it. Somebody else came up with it to debunk what they were saying. But remember, people get locked up for conspiracies. They don't like not do time. You be like, what you in? Man, they got me on a conspiracy. And when you hear that, you know you going in for a long time.
Yeah,
And you and a whole bunch of people. You don't go in there and say, hey, I thought it was just a conspiracy. Nah, the motherfucker say, yeah, you going to jail. Motherfucker, it's truth to it. It's some truth to it.
Off
You
of
know,
a
so
thought, off of a theory.
yeah, you never seen a nigga not go to jail.
Off
Yeah,
of
you got a lot of for conspiracy.
Because you ain't
That
show
means
no
it's truth to it. It's some type of truth to it. They just can't put it together. They just know it's true, but they ain't got to prove it.
You know, it's
That's
like
your-
it's like your mother
your
know
thong
you,
strap.
like you and your siblings, right? You one of them drunk the Kool-Aid, so your mother whoop everybody ass because don't nobody want to tell who drunk the Kool-Aid. Like we know that's a conspiracy right there. Mama says it's a conspiracy. Somebody drank the Kool-Aid, we don't know who, but we know it was done. So we're gonna get all of y'all involved. Guilty by association. You could have been upstairs, not even downstairs with the damn Kool-Aid, but you get a whooping too because hey, don't nobody want to come forward. We're going to lock all y'all up. And you
I know people because they was hanging around people that got caught up on a conspiracy just because of their history. You know, I was like, that's messed up because these people weren't really doing that. It's conspiracy. You know, this shit is sad. Say, you better stop telling them all that. I ain't telling them nothing, man. It's just level 1.
Yeah.
I don't even be getting too deep. Slicky, you know how I used to go. A man was accused of murder, right? Some new charges, killing a teen. Wow.
So this 20-year-old high school dropout unalived this young man who was 17 years old, pewed him 15 times in the back while he was sleeping. He was already out on bond. He did this. He got another bond. He got caught with another pew and on bond for that.
Racks up another felony.
I can't hear it.
And guess what?
It's all jumbled.
He's let out on bond once again.
Rossi, it's almost as the Harris County's criminal justice system has bent over backwards for James Sotelo. The mother of the teen he's charged with killing wants to know why. Time doesn't mean April Wright is even close to seeing justice in the slaying of her 17-year-old son, Corey Thompson Jr. 20-year-old James Sotelo was out on bond when police say Sotelo also shot his own.
What's going on? See, they messing with it now. They look, the show is
It was
showing. They
fucked
said,
up
yeah.
in my ears. I didn't know it was my phone or not. That shit.
It was messed up. It was all like scrambled.
I thought it was just my internet. I was trying to move closer to the house and shit. Just see if it was the Wi-Fi and shit.
But they scrambling Molly's system. Look, that's the government scrambling up. We talking too much truth.
Sound like a gunshot. Who popping all shots out here?
Look, you hear the shots? The things get all scrambled. Y'all better.
Probably somebody trying to snipe my ass for bringing some of this shit up.
Hey,
I see something. If I hear the leaves rustling, I'm gonna get to going inside.
Doing the morning back show.
Why you talking about that shit, Holmes?
Sound dead with a Shades of Blue book.
Mind your business, Holmes.
I'm gonna block that bullet with that book. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Pew.
Right.
They were like, what happened? The bullet? The book stopped the bullet.
Book saved my life. Go order a book now.
Order a book now.
I think he trying to replay it, y'all.
Yeah, he tried to reboot it back up. Because I was like, oh, they scrambling us. They scrambling us.
That was my internet. Molly drank the Kool-Aid. It probably was infused.
It was the aliens that was scrambling us. They was like, oh, you say aliens.
Oh, it's like we have a little system issue with this motherfucker. I know it ain't my internet.
When it gets a good conversation, it do. Seem like they like, shut them up. Shut it down. I'm like, I used to say that the news come to us to get us to their story first. This is wow.
Yeah, I know.
Technical difficulties. Please be patient, you guys.
The way them edited movies used to be.
It's not
They
us.
say a word like fuck, and then you can see him clearly say fuck, but they'll say party or something all over it. It's a bug. Like the party.
So this 20-year-old high school dropout unalived this young man who was 17 years old, pewed him 15 times in the back while he was sleeping. He was already out on bond. He did this. He got another bond. He got caught with another pew and then got released on bond for that.
Racks up another felony charge.
And guess what? He's let out on bond once again.
Rossi, it's almost as if Harris County's criminal justice system has bent over backwards for James Sotelo. The mother of the teen he's charged with killing wants to know why. Passing of time doesn't mean April Wright is even close to seeing justice in the slaying of her 17-year-old son, Corey Thompson Jr. 20-year-old James Sotelo was out on bond when police say he killed Corey Thompson.
This is a kid who shot my son in the back more than 15 times.
Police say Sotelo also shot his own brother, but he survived. After 232nd Criminal District Court Judge Josh Hill lowered Sotelo's bond for murder to $100,000, he walked out of jail.
While he's out on bond for murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, he picks up an unlawfully carrying a weapon, a gun charge in Montgomery County.
This kid has a blatant disrespect for the law, for the court that he's going through, and he's still allowed to go home and be with his family.
If you're on bond for murder and charged with having a firearm, a gun, that should be an automatic, you go back to jail
Oh, absolutely. And I would love for Josh Hill to answer the question as to why this case has come through your court. This kid has constantly been allowed to break the law and break his bond, and you haven't done anything about it.
So this 20-year-old high school dropout unalived this young man who was 17 years old, pewed him 15 times.
You know, that's why they ain't taking freaking seriously, because they doing so like pew pew. You go to front of a judge, he pew pewed them, Your Honor. Come on. First of all, these are real charges and they real heinous acts. They need to be saying what they are. Don't water it down. Pew pew. Oh, she got pew pewed. Oh, he got beat up. Instead of he got brutally jumped away. Come on. And then you wonder why he's home. What's the doctor going to read? He just pew pewed and sent home.
That was the guy video that said that wasn't him in court saying pew pew.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just online. That's why he's saying that.
Alternative words. That's what Josh was talking about. Them words you gotta use on TikTok.
And they said Josh was the killer. I ain't messing around with nobody named Josh, because they said he was the killer. Wasn't it Josh the one pew pewing people?
Mm-hmm. White boy.
White girls.
Don't mess with a Jeffrey or Josh. Leave them J people alone. The J people, don't mess with the J's. Jeffrey, Josh, Jennifer, you know, they just watch out, child.
They said 20-year-old dropout.
You mess with a nigga named T-Think.
20-year-old still in school? Oh, wow. Well, that has nothing to do with nothing. Just because you dropped out don't make you a murderer. So that don't have nothing to do with nothing. They're trying to paint a picture or try to already have you have a premeditated perceived image.
Like they do with every other case. Like they do with every other situation.
Throw that out there. Oh, he dropped out, single parent. I'm surprised they didn't say single mother, single parent, dropped out, did this and did. Look, he didn't need to be out on bond. You killed somebody, aggravated assault charges. Why are you home?
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
That's my question. Like, who is his family? Who's his parents? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Like, if they like high up or something like that? No, for
whoever
I mean,
his attorney
untouchable people.
I mean, it's apparent that, you know what I mean, this bad boy has no respect for the law or whatever. Like, no, for him to keep getting out and doing the same thing. Like we're not talking about, you know what I mean, stealing or something like that. And this bad boy is killing people. This bad boy is killing people.
Yeah.
Getting out and trying to kill. They said try to kill his own brother. Like
he shot his brother, but his brother survived.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said try to.
He's just one of them one of those little bad seeds. You know, he needs some counseling. He's one of the little Michael Myers.
Counseling.
Counseling. Yeah.
You need to be locked up and counseled. Yeah.
That's what they suggest for white people. When this niggas lock them up, even niggas say lock niggas up, but when it's white people, everybody like, well, maybe he just has something on his mind. I don't know.
He just needs to come out.
Shout if he was black, he would have never got bombed.
He just need to hug the time out. That's it. Then put him back.
They would have caught him for getting the firearm. First of all, if you black, you get 5 years off the breaks. And this was in Montgomery County, Maryland. What happened to the 5-year law? Because my nephew got caught just having a firearm, and he was having it for his own protection, and they put 5 years on him. He wasn't.
Yeah, but was it a legal gun? Was it a legal gun?
No, it wasn't. The gun that this dude had wasn't legal either.
So your cousin was registered?
No.
Right. So you got caught with a gun that wasn't registered.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's why it happened. Yeah. That's why
right. So this dude got caught with a gun that wasn't registered. He was firing it off, shooting people. And he home, drinking lemonade.
I mean, I don't know why anybody act like this shit surprising or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I
just think we know what it is.
It's money in the world. What's that, Dave?
Hey, Josh, I'm not froze. I'm just deep in thought.
They know that young man was not a pilot. He was not a pilot, David.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't get that look. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can't say it's money because they gave him $1,000 bond. I'm like, shit, anybody can pay that. It's like they wanted him back out here. You know, I'm like, damn.
Well, and look at who he was shooting though. The black boy was.
He shot his brother too. It wasn't just.
Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't just niggas. It wasn't a black. It wasn't a race thing.
He's
just like
fucking
the story
crazy.
This guy I got to pull it up is in our area. He shot the mother and killed the 2-year-old little boy this past September. He's being sentenced. He need to be, the people with histories of violence and stuff, they let them back out on the street to do some more pillaging and plundering. But you get a ticket for jaywalking 90 days. What I do, you walk out of the intersection and people, give him bond. What he do? He shot somebody, bond him out. It's backwards. They continue to reward bad behavior. So there's no consequence or repercussion. He got away with killing the first time. So he said, no, let me try it. Lucky me. Let me try it again. So he's out killing some more people. What are you going to do now? They're going to bond him out again? You're going to hear about this months later? Who was convicted of shooting on 3 different occasions, shooting people and his brother, but his brother lived, and he's still out on the streets to shoot some more.
Yeah, they got his face out here. People know who he is now. But this kid, yeah, he think he ain't Grand Theft Auto. That's why some of these ain't good for certain kids. They really start trying to live that character. Like, no, that's who you are in that world. Out here, you can't do that. They don't know how to separate the two. They get stuck in them worlds, and he seemed like he one of them. He shot his own brother. Like, what did you shoot your brother for? What did he say or could have done for you to shoot him? And this dude was asleep, laying down when you shot him more than 15 times. I'm like, what the world?
You had some feelings up in that shooting.
And he's sleeping beside you, so y'all obviously friends or something. He trusted that he can go to sleep beside you. So like something wrong with him. He
They didn't even say if he was on narcotics or anything or taking anything. Could have got on that boot. You could have been lunching
Somebody sound like they getting shot out here.
It might be him. Look, he out on
It probably is. Let me see. Like white people be doing. Let me look. What was that sound?
It might be Josh.
I heard something. Pow, pow, pow. I heard something out here. Copper.
You gotta look in the woods. I saw the man and woman walk through the woods. What they walk through the woods and see?
I don't hear him no more. They must have got the job done. I don't hear the pow pow no more.
They must have shot the wrong person. That's what they do. They get quiet. Oh, you shot the wrong person. Let's go. Did you get the intended target? I think so. No, it's the wrong person.
Well, we're gonna spin the block later.
They were shooting at David Green and accidentally hit you. You said the red shirt. You said the you said the guy that using the Botanica. Because David David, how's your mixture your tincture that you made up yesterday? Did you take it?
I don't want to hear about no patata.
No, the one that he made to drink with the sea moss and the origami juice and all of that.
Oh, all right.
David, is that why he stopped?
I made the I made sea moss, moringa powder, and dandelions.
He was shitty. That's why he didn't talk about it. That's why he ain't mentioned it.
David, did that clean you whistle?
Blue.
Did it?
Right, blue.
It gave me energy. It gave me a whole bunch of energy. I did it like I drank it at lunch. And
so how many times did you shit? How many times did you have to shit?
None.
Oh, damn.
Okay. None yet.
I might consider it now.
Shit. Yeah, none yet.
We said that yet. Oh, well, David, we said you gotta go. Don't hold it in too long. David be talking and your breath be stinking. We be like, David, when the last
Who breath
time?
be stinking?
I said don't hold it in too long because you don't want him
Oh,
to be talking. And
oh, I'm about to say, oh,
'cause David said not yet, and that was yesterday, Dave. So
oh no, you ain't shit at all yet. Oh no,
Mom.
probably having an adverse effect to everything you was eating.
That wasn't yesterday. That was see lunch. No, actually it wasn't lunch. It was break. It was at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, all right. Well,
okay, almost 12 hours. That's still
well, protect your butthole is the subject of the day. So you make sure you watch yours.
don't eat no greasy meat, David. Just don't eat no greasy meat.
Don't trust the fart. No, yeah, I know.
Right. Oh,
Don't trust the fart.
right.
But Ray gave powder with it. He
I'm
said he
dead.
gave you energy, but you froze like a mofo, Mr. Energy.
Me
He
and
gave you the top- And why is the top of your head showing? You showed off them hairs. That's how we see it coming in.
yeah.
Next.
I see the air particles shining through.
Yeah, all right.
Hairs and growing.
See?
You want to be in Soul Glow so bad. We're gonna make you that's all right. We're gonna hook that up and make you a little infomercial.
But his soul gonna go. Do we
Soul
have
Glow.
one more video for today? Because it's close to that time, y'all.
Soul Glow.
The kid tried to diddy him and his brother was, so everybody had to get
Oh goodness.
shit drained.
Look, Diddy need that attorney that boy got, because he getting out on killing people. You know, shot 3 times, to kill twice, and wounded 1. So whoever this attorney is, that's what Diddy need, because this is wasting too much taxpayers' money on this trial and mess. I'm sick of it, Dale. Come on, do what you gonna do. Shit, or get off the pot. It don't take all that long. Gosh, y'all already know what y'all gonna do. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Charles said they let him out to do it again. I'm just like, the first time he got caught with a gun, you know, now the second time he shoots somebody, then he out again. It's like, how he not in trouble for having a pistol the first time? Then he should be ordered to not be able to be around guns after the first incident. And then he have a second incident, he let you know that he don't listen. So how is he out now? You know, so it's like, yeah, he gonna do it again. They send him out. They like, he'll do it again. We're sending enough on him. So.
Yeah, but look who he shoots, so it's okay. Because you know, that like
Nah. You making it a thing that it's not a race thing.
That's why, but yes, it is. That's why he's out.
Shot his brother.
He shot his own brother. Somebody else was the killer. You trying to make it something that it's not.
But the gun probably, that was an accident when he shot his brother, but he killed somebody before.
He say he accident.
You don't have 2 accidents.
Probably let him out because I don't know if he considered racist, but I think they letting him out because it probably who his parents or
his color.
Because of his color, you know. But I think his power. He family to somebody.
Yeah, like you got somebody's last name or something.
Yeah, he's some kind of somebody with some power, because that don't make sense. You know, to shoot his own brother, they don't even want him to get arrested for that. So it's like, nah, they think they can contain him. They can.
Somebody got that bread.
He been spoiled. He probably first time getting caught. And that's what I'm thinking. I think he done
did other shit.
A lot of other people, you know. Yeah, I think now he's starting to get sloppy.
He's a menace to society. He done dropped out. He done did this and shot his brother. Then shot somebody. He killed 2 people. Lost his dog. And they gonna let him out again. And the brother got the bullet wounds for the fatal missed attempt. I can't even say that's an attempt. They probably were shooting people together. Eminem's brother.
You gonna make the brother kill it now? Yeah, they can't listen. Really. It's like you said, Diddy in time because they want him there.
Yeah, I believe that a little bit too.
I can't wait to see who's at the top. Well, we may never know who's behind all of the Diddy
The
scandal.
world may never know.
Yeah, they've been hearing all types of shit since I've been young. Diddy has something to do with Tupac. Diddy has something to do with Biggie. Biggie has something.
Tupac, Biggie. Look, talk to Jaguar Wright. She'll tell you Tupac, Biggie, Heavy D. They tried to kill
Peyton
Albie
Harrell,
Albie Shore
Albie
tried
Shore.
to Jamie Foxx, and they
Yes.
quiet him. All of them people. Albie Shore said it. That
Kim Porter.
Yep, they gone. Andre
Whitney-
Harrell. Everybody
Whitney
that's under
Houston.
Uptown gone. Well,
They're
I don't
saying
know about
Whitney
Whitney
Houston.
Houston.
They're saying
but that
Whitney
was-
Houston, Michael Jackson,
and Prince.
Prince.
Mhm. Yeah, that's just conspiracy theories. You
All
know,
of
all them people died how they said they died. All of them happened to die in hotel. That's just winky thing. They just a lot of them happen to die like that. You know, around
Elvis
50.
Presley,
Bernie
So
Mac,
true.
all of them. That's
So
just what
true.
happened. Sam
Bruce
Cooke,
Farley.
you know, Sam Cooke was starting his own label and his own thing, and you know, but that's something different. He just happened to die. You know, it's just like people just happen to die whenever they come out and speak on certain things.
Angie
You know,
Stone.
Angie Stone, you know, she just happened to pass, man. As soon as she
You know,
asked about her money, she just happened to pass. Maybe all these conspiracy theories out here saying that somebody was behind it because she the only one that died in the car accident. Nobody else died, you know, just her. You know, everybody was good, you know, but
Phyllis
that's where we at.
Phyllis Hyman. You know,
And then they're saying that she didn't die from the car accident. There's another conspiracy saying that she was actually hit by a car. So they said that she got out the thing and they sat her on the curb. Then the car came and ran her over. A truck came and, you know, did her in.
Her own words. Somebody tried to offer.
She said they
you
tried to
know,
offer
her
before.
own words, you know, but she was just making that up. You know, she a conspiracy theorist herself. That's what the world we into today. People come out and tell us what's going on. Prince and them come out and tell us like, dog, this is what they doing. Mike and them tell us, and we all just say,
Sweet Toy Lanes is crazy.
it's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, they said Megan Thee Stallion. They still dragging Megan for something that happened 5 years ago. They said that because Megan had something to do with him getting stabbed up all the many times. And Megan was like, please just leave me alone. She was like, it's over with. He did it. He
It
shot
ain't
the girl.
over.
She lied. She lied to save the
Came up.
girl. The girl was the one that actually did it. Tori's
Girl
about to
actually shattered. Now the proof is out there because first it was conspiracy theorists that Tory didn't
Everybody
do
was
it,
crazy.
but now is the girl finally came out and told the truth that she shot twice and Tory smacked the gun out of her hand. You know, so she shattered. So now everything flips. It's no different than a lot of the stories been happening. Girls screaming, "Oh, he raped
OJ
me."
did it. Did OJ do it though? He
I
said,
don't
if
know.
he
He
did,
got off on it. He did now. So
he
it's
said,
like
if I did do it. So that you never know about, you know. So it's crazy stuff.
they made a lot of money off OJ talking about it, you know, just talking about it, and it just
You know who else making a lot of money off their cow? The Menendez brothers. They said they about to let them go, and because they had justified reason for killing their parents because their parents was monsters. So they got rid of the parents. And
what
after
the
all this time in jail, now they getting ready to, you know, Kim Kardashian want to say, let them boys out. So now they're gonna let them go. So
it just be weird every time somebody speak out or say something, they just happen to pass away. It's just be like you already knew it was coming, you know. As soon as she said something, like, damn, protect her. You know, it's like it's at that point when people come out because you've been on that side, y'all was making money with them. Then when y'all get mad, y'all want to start telling the truth, which is okay for us, but it's like stop it. Don't even do it no more. I advise all celebrities, if y'all know these people doing these weird things and you've been in it so long, don't come out and tell us because all they're gonna do is off y'all, and most of us not gonna believe you.
And
we ain't gonna believe not a word you say.
then you're gonna look like a heretic. You're gonna look like a Looney Tune. You look crazy. And for no reason. So Molly trying to kill me, I'm gonna keep it to myself. If it just happened, it just happened. But Trey know the truth. Trey, Reese gone to the world beyond, but she told me.
No, I don't. I don't know the truth because I don't want to be in no shit like that. I don't want to be in no conspiracy shit
But
or
tell
be
me,
stupid.
but tell me, is this a coincidence? Is this coincidence or what? Like I said earlier, Phyllis Hyman. They say she was depressed and jumped out of
No, she didn't. Phyllis Hyman didn't jump out the window. It was Donny Hathaway that jumped out the window. Phyllis Hyman took pills off herself. She didn't jump out the window.
But they were all
lonely.
They was getting ready to leave Clive Davis. Whitney Houston, she was getting ready to leave Clive Davis.
We know she jumped out the window.
On some crack.
You didn't hear when she said crack is whack? Is wiggity whack?
Yeah, that Diane Sawyer interview.
Crack is cheap. Crack is
I make too much money to ever smoke crack.
Yeah. Now she do that.
Bitch, I'm Whitney Houston. I like that hard.
But did you know Crack killed Applejack? He jumped in and he couldn't jump back. He was just too blind to see the deaf live in a glass pipe.
So who the fuck? What New Jack City movie or whatever the fuck that is?
It was a song. Crack killed Applejack. Y'all look it up. Crack.
Nah, I'm good.
Applejack. He
I never hear
when
that.
he couldn't jump back. He was just kick that at the go-go. I mean,
I'm
that's
good.
back in the day. But Crack did kill
Taking
Applejack.
ass to crack music songs. All right. Yeah, I'm good. You can keep that.
I guess I'm somebody old auntie sitting on the porch telling stories.
Glory days.
Chilling, gather around, chilling. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you about this crack.
Don't eat moly. Don't eat moly. Molly, no, don't eat moly. You can eat Molly, but don't eat moly.
Nah, that don't sound that great.
Don't eat
say
moly.
that. That shit don't.
It was funny. But you said Molly.
You was trying to bring it together, but nah, it ain't really hit the way you thought it did.
It's funny to me. Just that look at my little brother. That's my baby.
Man, leave Clyde alone, man. All that shit made up, man. They just be messing with. Clyde Davis a great man. He did great, man. All of those people, them just conspiracy theories. Them people just you make it up.
I'm gonna tell you, show proof.
They don't ask for proof for this side, so I ain't gotta show proof.
You said he's a great man.
I'm on the non-conspiracy side. I'm saying, but y'all saying this conspiracy.
Oh, wow.
Show proof. Clyde Davis is a good man.
Yeah.
They just make stories about him. I don't believe any of that shit. I don't care what Michael Jackson say. Mike can say what he want to say.
Michael said Tommy Natola is the devil.
I don't believe that. Y'all believe that shit? That's conspiracy theory.
Look, Michael said it, and Michael wouldn't lie.
Mike
he would lie. Yeah.
He said
Mike or Prince wouldn't lie. Why would Michael lie or Prince? Because Michael said he didn't touch that little boy. He didn't. Michael didn't lie.
Yeah, right.
He said Mariah Carey came to him crying about him.
Tommy Natola, yep.
Yeah.
Devil.
Lying on my man Tom.
Yep.
He's
good
man.
Ooh, he's the devil. I said what I said.
Yeah. Millie Jackson grabbing men by the dick. Millie Jackson grabbing niggas by the dick.
Who grabbed
I know what Althea McFarlane was.
What? Althea McFarlane grabbed who?
The niggas by the dick.
Young man.
Yeah. Like yesterday, you talking about something that you couldn't help your fucking self. Talking about something, man, you sure is a nice looking man. I mean, I seen it too, but you know, whatever. You still the one.
No, he had body, his guns. I was just like, I couldn't even see what his face looked like, but I saw.
He looked like he wanted her to get the fuck out of his face. He's thinking, man. He said it's so monotone that he did not. He like, bitch, go over there. You can do what the fuck you doing.
Millie Jackson is that woman that was performing at Showtime in Apollo, right?
No, Millie Jackson, that's Kiki Shepard. Millie Jackson is a singer from the old time, and she sung Fire and Desire. Millie Jackson.
Yeah.
You know the song that she sung
She
with
was at Showtime in
back in the
Apollo.
day, Be Yourself.
She was on Showtime in Apollo, and she was like, "Let me feel that dick, let me feel that dick," and was going.
Oh wow!
Grabbing.
Oh yeah.
It was on Showtime. The Showtime at the Apollo.
Let me feel that dick.
There's clips. Yeah, she was going around. She was going around in the crowd. She was like, "Let me feel that dick. Let me feel that dick."
Josh said, "Should Millie Jackson be canceled for grabbing men by their dicks?"
Millie Jackson is a nasty old lady. She right up there with Clarence Carter, Boy Seas, and I'm Your Candy Liquor Man. She right up there with all the rest of them. Millie Jackson is the one that I said sat on stage and opened her legs. They had no panties on. Oh, she nasty. Oh, Millie
Jackson said free Tory Lanez.
She was on stage singing some song.
Grabbing big dicks, y'all.
Millie Jackson.
Big dicks upstairs.
Because one guy she grabbed, she was like, "Hold up, where is it?"
Look, I got my Millie Jackson. I got the Millie Jackson album where she's sitting on the toilet. That Millie
I thought you was gonna say sitting on the dick.
As always, shit.
I thought you was gonna go straight sitting on the dick on the album cover.
Her sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. Millie Jackson it's an album. She
Yeah.
got on a white skirt and a blue vest. It's all white and she in the bathroom. I had to look to her. I'm like, is that what she's sitting on?
I gotta get
love food.
Yeah.
I like Millie Jackson. She has some good songs.
You like shit too.
No.
No.
That's the everyday. Look, shit happens. That's the everyday occurrence. That's natural. That's
Like the shit, like shit is natural. What was you talking about? What was you saying?
No, I don't like it. It's just
You
an
don't
everyday
like it.
occurrence.
It's reoccurring that you bring it up, or was reoccurring, or that you have the shit every day.
You know, the
Every
part
day.
that I bring it up, that's a coincidence. That
Nah.
something happened.
It's a conspiracy.
I'm not purposely looking for the brown bomber. It's
That's
just
shitty conspiracy.
like damn, that happens.
Is
this.
Reese gonna bring up shit tomorrow? The world may never know.
I'm subliminally bringing up shit stories. No, shit driver.
Conspiracy details at 8 p.m.
No.
We're gonna determine whether she gonna talk about some shit.
Hey, Molly, I sent the video to you.
They said shit happens.
Show the album. Who said that?
Oh, show the album. It's right over there. I'm gonna get it.
Then you can grab them by the dicks, but not by the pussies.
I got
See how one side of the world is. See how that's why we need to come together.
Yeah.
Hey, Molly,
The
I
world
sent
is
the
fucked
video
up.
to you.
I said you sent the Millie Jackson something.
Her sitting on the toilet.
The album
Nah,
cover.
they're performing
Oh,
probably.
I was about to say, you grab that shit up real quick with your nasty ass. That's what I thought he was saying.
No, I mean it's over
I
there.
sent it, dude. No, not you. I'm talking about David. I thought he would found a picture of her sitting on the toilet and shit. I was gonna say, you found that shit awfully fast, almost like it was
David
shady.
got over there, pulled up. You know,
Ooh,
David.
it was already on your
David
phone.
is a connoisseur of the woman female anatomy.
Oh,
You ain't gonna
okay,
catch
well.
him eating no goat testicles. No goats.
You love you in them animal parts.
Beast.
You in them animal parts. You love that bestiality. You love that shit, man.
No,
Go
it's
ahead.
just it was funny when that man said it, and because you know, SpongeBob
That's-
SquarePants. Look, I
That
got a
woman
watermelon to
can-
cut up.
You got a watermelon cut up.
Yep. Have some fruit. Cut it up. I like cold watermelon, so I got it with the seeds in it, and I'm going to cut it up and put it in the containers, so that way when Tyree want a snack, or if I want a snack, I can grab some watermelon. Ooh, can we make watermelon flavor Simo?
Let me see if I can cut through the pot when she grabbing shit. This shit too long.
Oh, y'all found that?
When she grabbing dicks.
Yeah, they showing up
We
on
right on the news with them Them animal parts and dicks and stuff. We pull that shit.
Yeah, find it.
Find a dick.
See, that means that y'all got sick minds because y'all find it at the drop of a hat.
Mm.
Here you go. Josh
Who-
said, "Show
Didn't
me."
you start us off with the first
Of
entree
course.
of
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course I
appetizer
did,
of
but
shit?
y'all
and
right
dick?
there with me. Y'all riding.
No,
Y'all
no.
hanging from the masts on the boat.
No, we showing you how women get away with things that men can't. She performing, obviously. I ain't see it. I'm gonna watch it. But it sounds like she performing live and she grabbing dicks. But
Yeah,
if
I
a
think
man
that
grab
you
a
gotta
girl
be
by the
like
pussy,
40.
that would be something totally different. You know, you ain't gonna see a nigga performing walking around grabbing vaginas.
Let me take that pussy real quick.
She was feeling the old
He just grabbed one.
Let me feel it. I got to feel it. This is something I can feel. Would you let me feel it?
Look at you singing it.
Oh, reach back and let me feel it. You said reach back and let me feel it. Oh, wanna feel it, then? Wanna feel it, then? Can you help me find it, then, please? Won't you let me feel it?
Y'all be talking about we had nasty music and shit. Y'all been grabbing dicks.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry, most of that is nuts.
Y'all been grabbing dicks in the audience and shit in y'all time.
That's that Millie Jackson. That was my grandmother time. She old. I want to see it. That is hard.
All the men standing there want to see her grab some dick.
Look, he stood up and came to her. He pushed her back. She was like, sit your ass down. Look at
She said, somebody do something with these fucking flowers. I'm trying to grab dicks right now.
A young boy would know this. You grow up and be better than this.
Grow up and be better than this.
No. You ran up on her. Nothing I wanna feel. He said, "There's nothing I wanna feel." You might as well move that coat, baby. He could have got hit with all kinds of sexual harassment charges, but the man ain't going to say, "Oh, you embarrassed me. That's inappropriate." Oh, she got one. She jumped on him. I feel it.
That is crazy. Let me go in the crowd and say, I want to feel it.
I want to feel it. Let me feel that pussy, bitch.
Start filming
all kinds of fines.
Oh,
open up them lips, bitch.
Look, they wouldn't let Aaron Hall say that. I want to feel it. Would you let they wouldn't let the crew?
They wouldn't let Trump say it either. I want to feel it.
All he had to do say, I was at the meeting singing Millie Jackson. I want
He said,
to
no,
feel
I'm the
it.
president, bitch. Let me
Would
feel
you let
it.
me feel it? But the president can listen to music.
Girl,
His
you always
favorite
take
song is "Sitting on Top of the World" right now. Sitting on top of the world.
Nah.
Shoot, that's his favorite song now.
That girl tried to run up on her. She said, "Don't want to feel it. Can't make me feel it."
Yeah, I seen that too. The one in the red pants.
With that shit.
He ran down there. She said, "Get your ass back."
Pussy, bitch.
She told him to get back.
That pussy, bitch.
That's why he didn't want to feel her. She ran. He said, "Oh."
He was too geek. She wanted the dudes that weren't too geek.
That's embarrassing to be the dude that she pointed out. One of the dudes, she was like, "Where your dick at and shit," and this one's small, or she shaked her head.
Yeah,
But ever on camera was a celebrity grabbing your dick, talking about it ain't there.
He said,
I wouldn't want to be one of them
grow
niggas.
up and do better.
That swag for life. Ain't you the nigga
Yeah,
that
she said, "I'll be."
She said,
Look
you might
at
as well
social
move your
media
jacket.
back
That would
then.
be David in the audience. David, would you let her feel it?
Wasn't no social media back then. I guess they was all right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Look, they still got it on live video.
Nah, she's a beautiful woman, though.
Yeah, they got on live video. I just told her to go inside my pants. Nah, that's outside.
She could do more than Philly.
How old is Millie Jackson? She still living?
You don't let me jerk it.
She was in her late 60s and 70s when she was doing that show, that performance.
God damn.
Millie
She looked
Jackson.
good then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Millie
she
Jackson
did.
been around for a minute.
But they was with it. All the men was
Yeah,
grabbing. Half the men had their legs right open waiting for her to walk up.
They was hoes back then too. So I want these new girls. They was hoes then. I thought Janet
Oh,
Jackson.
yeah, it was always hoes.
Man, she was.
They was. You
And if
remember that
anybody think
1934 Lucille Borden song? She said,
is that the juke joint song?
Yeah. The slicky
Niggas that love was it.
Lucille Borden.
And they was lit back then.
1930 always been lit.
Worry about too many diseases and all that sexually transmitted diseases. They probably damn. Josh said she was 80.
Damn.
She 80 or she was 80? Is she 80 now or was
Right, or she was 80 at the time. She can't be 80 at the time. She's moving around.
And
hell?
late 70s then. When was that video done?
She could have been possibly been 70 something, but she wasn't.
That was like 50 years ago.
That video wasn't no 50 years ago.
It was in his 70s, 25 now, Reese. 1970 was 50 something years ago.
The way everybody in the crowd look like old porn stars.
No,
it look like
that
back in
video
the
was
day.
1970. That video.
Oh, I thought that's what you
video.
said.
That
You
video
said
that they
1970, so I was going off what you were saying. I ain't know. I don't know
Oh.
what you was. I thought you said that was 1970.
Look at it ready to jump on your ass. Look at
It
it.
probably was the 90s. Man. It looked like it was like early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
No, that wasn't in the 80s. That was later than that.
Said she 80 now. Okay.
She's 80.
Shout out she was in her 30s and that. Yeah, it looked like that, about 30. That's why I thought
She
30.
was not in her 30s.
35,
She
36.
was way older than that.
Then had a video. A video is about at
That
least
video
30
ain't that old.
years ago. It was before I was born.
At
Probably
Showtime at the
before I was born.
Apollo. No, Google it. Google it. It's not as old as y'all think it is.
But she
And she
80.
wasn't
Gives a fuck. The bitch
Told
is
you what
grabbing
it's in the
dick.
video. You don't know neither.
This
She grabbing dick. Who gives a fuck?
Millie
album that I got of her.
Millie Jackson is 80.
Yeah,
Right.
man. When was that performance? Though all we gotta do is the math. If that was in 1995 or something,
60s.
she was in
That's all right.
the.
I'm gonna ask Siri when she was grabbing dicks. Hold on.
It should be on the video.
Oh, she was in her 60s. That was just 20 years ago. That was 2005.
Yep, she was grabbing the dicks in 2002. That's what Siri said. It's like, nah, I'm playing.
Will you let me feel it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that song was probably a hit song, wasn't it? Like,
No,
I don't
it
know
wasn't
that
a song.
song. It was her song.
It was a makeup
I don't
song.
even know who she is. That's why I'm assuming it's old. I don't know who the hell she is. I never heard of her or her singing or anything when I was growing up. So
But
I ain't
she,
know.
She paved the way for a lot of female artists to be nasty.
Y'all ain't heard that juke joint song that used to be passed around that went viral for a while? About the old lady talking about if you suck my pussy, I'll suck your dick, and I'll suck your dick till it make me shit.
That's Lucille Bowden. That's Lucille Bowden.
Yeah, that shit. Y'all always get tried.
That's back when Betsy Ross and stuff. Back then at that
That
time.
sound like the Color Purple
Betsy,
era.
Not Betsy Ross, Betsy
Like
Smith.
y'all was at a straight up juke joint.
That was back
Into
in
the
the early
shit.
1900s.
Whenever it was, they was still sucking dick.
It was like 1934 or something like that.
Oh, all right. Whenever it happened, they was still sucking dick regardless of whatever happened, you know.
It was going hard.
Mm-hmm.
When was
On the
Millie
dick.
Jackson on Showtime at the Apollo?
Mama, man, you smiling.
Okay,
Mama,
that
you look like
video.
smiling. Gonna be there for me.
That shit live at the Apollo 1990.
Yeah,
I
4
was
years.
old.
I was
How
still
old was
swimming
Millie
around.
Jackson in 1990?
I was swimming around the town.
Is she 80 now?
She's 46 years old in 1990.
You can do the math.
She's 46. When was Millie Jackson born?
I see she can't try.
When was Millie Jackson born?
Millie Jackson was born on July 15th, 1944.
She's born 1944, July 15th, 1944. Who? Her and Princeton the same month. Woo!
They got the same mascara too.
She was in her 40s.
The same mascara she had to use in her first night. She's born on July the 15th.
And then he borrowed it and then perfected it.
1944. 1944. She 81.
That
Yeah,
chick try
she'll
to
be 45, 46. Yeah.
that chick try to try to go at her, and she was like, "You don't got nothing I want to feel."
How old is Millie Jackson?
Yeah, that was a girl coming through.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But she was in her 60s though. She wasn't performing in her 60s.
She was 40
That's good age.
years old. I saw it.
It was 34 years ago.
She was in her late 40s. And then that was 1990. So that was
I never seen her perform on that, so I know she was outdone when I got older.
1990.
I'm 36.
Desire.
Moms and them probably was jamming to that Millie.
Yes,
Millie.
it was. She had a song that they say when that fire starts to burn it, and every woman and man loved it because she's talking about having sex. Oh, everybody. That was the Blue Light song. Every juke joint, every party. The juke joints wasn't out back then. I mean, that was way
They got some,
juke joints.
they got
But it
some
was
new
like the belly rubbing down in the basement, the Blue Light era. When she was talking about someone to fight, because I had to go to bed. Go to bed, Reese. I'm like, damn it. I want to see it.
I want to feel it.
Man, she went hot. They got a new feature on here. Stream. Yeah, it supposed to pop up as we doing the show. Like Josh just comment, you see it on Trey's screen at the bottom right.
Yeah.
So now, anytime somebody comment, it just pop right up on the screen, and I can share it as well like this. So.
Oh, that's me. And I
And then let us know.
It's almost like pinning. Oh, you can show the live thing.
And
You
let
can
me
show the
know when
live.
I can on Trey
I
page.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
You can see
that's
what
dope.
people saying. Oh, that's
Yeah, I
neat.
heard her. Probably heard. I ain't know who she was. If we heard your shit, I don't know how the people you play, Slicky. I just be liking
All I
the
know,
music.
she's grabbing dick. That's all I know.
Yeah, she was grabbing penis. What y'all think would happen today if that was that? I think men are still allowed it to happen. You know,
Men
but
still do. Just like girls still be twerking on men. Some girls
yeah,
like
twerking is different. I'm saying grabbing penis.
well, how is me sitting my ass on your lap and you
That's a
grabbing
dance. That's considered dancing. You know, that always considered. All right, Reese. If the dude say you got two options, you even gonna grab my dick or you gonna dance with me. You ain't gonna just grab his dick. You gonna be dancing. Yeah, so that's normal. You ain't gonna act like dancing with
I
someone.
did a thing where I
Same.
was feeling. I grabbed his buns. I was working and twerking on it. Trust me. Believe when you working and twerking, your hands be moving too. So
I knew it. That's when dude shot on you, and you told, I don't know what made him do that. I don't know how.
that was that white boy. I ain't touch him.
You
I
just
ain't
said
touch
Shot
him.
on your, when he bust that nut on your back. I
I'm
remember you
talking
telling
about
that
the
story.
black guy in the video.
Uh-huh.
that
Oh, another guy. Somebody else busted nut on your back.
Nah, she snitched.
Yeah. getting caught up. Come on, yeah, the other dude, bust on me.
Just give me that mouth.
But that white dude got one off for free. You don't get free.
He sounds free.
Well, how much is that shit?
No, I don't know. I don't put the price on it, but he did it. No.
All right.
I'm knowing it. Stay in the
We
bed.
can
All I
run
know
an
is
infomercial.
so I was like, why he dancing with one of these other ladies up in the joint? Why he,
up in the joint?
Why did he get behind me?
Shelly coming home, he performing, he grabbing pussy.
Grabbing pussy like a real nigga.
Come on, what you doing? Let me feel that pussy. Oh, this shit dry. Oh, this shit dry. Let me feel that pussy. Let me see. Come here. Let me feel the pussy.
Millie Jackson got a song out called "Everybody Wants to Be Push It." But it sounds like she said pussy. Millie Jackson. And you just reminded me of that. Everybody wants to be
Millie.
Push it. Millie Jackson.
With the sun, steaming cup, tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning man got the flavor.
My mom just sent a message. Said she works. She drives buses for like the mentally challenged. And she said ICE showed up at her job. And
hold up. I can't hear what you said.
See, ICE showed up at his mother's job.
Yeah, and the helicopters, cars, and a van.
For real?
She said, She said one of the co-workers was going around warning, the Mexicans that ICE was there. That just remind me of like Paul Revere, when the British are coming,
Yeah, run, everybody run. Oh, it's the morning, man.
It's like when the police hop out, only people running, people got drugs on them. Everybody else looking like, I'm good, I'm clean. You're going to keep walking. But the ones who run, they let you know, they're the ones who dirty. They might been out there chilling, having fun and all that, but they got drugs on them or they got a warrant or something. So it's the same thing. They pull up. What you running for? Why y'all going to run? Hey, ICE is coming because some of these motherfuckers know they don't belong. So they trying to get low.
They're like, you got papers? No, I got a vape, man.
You got papers?
I use the cones. I don't use papers. I use the cones.
Where are your papers?
No, ICE is here. ICE is here. Sir, you got your papers?
They're going to have to say another name for ICE. They're going to have to drop another code.
ICE for the corona?
For the corona? I know the police vote one time. And what else do they yell out when the police come?
All right, Slicky. Later.
We going too, Slicky.
Mm-hmm.
The music went away this time because I heard it seemed like it's stopped.
Yeah, it's not gonna reach. You can't hear for some reason.
Oh, all right. Well, figure that out.
Yeah, ICE, a new word for ICE. I see. I don't know. They gotta think of something. But we say 12. Feds coming around, po-po, pigs, they got all types of names.
Why they call it 12?
Mm-hmm. They got all types of shit. If it ain't the real police, we call them the lamb. We just call them other numbers like they the fake police, so we know they ain't real police. So it's like, who that's 12? Oh, no, that's 11.
Get out of here, really?
That's just like security, or
That's 11. That's 12. No, that's 11.
No, that's 11. This shit funny, man. That's why we don't properly say things. Like, no, it ain't 12. It's actually the police. Well, nigga, you just let everybody know that that's what we talking about. Be back tomorrow, same time as always.
This is Dandelion Tea. Tomorrow we're going to see how long it takes David to go to the drinking his concoction. If David is still with us and energetic, he's drinking his concoction. Moringa powder, sea moss, what else you got?
Dandelion.
Dandelion, merengue, and
Dandelion.
Woo! They got the purple one. What color is
What color is it? It's like
green.
Yeah, it's like a real dark green.
That's the they should you clean it good today.
Ice where the good vibes grow.
Alright, y'all. Tune in tomorrow.
I will let your story unfold.
We out.
Bye. Peace.
I